Sport. Nike Team, just do it. Faites-le. Baron, exclusive supplier of U Sports Championship rings. Le fournisseur exclusif des bagues de championnat U Sport. Fox 40, celebrating a decade of the Fox 40 U Sports Coach of the Year program. Fier partenaire des prix de l'entraîneur de l'année U Sport depuis 10 ans. By Veriburn, proud medical supplier to university sports since 1979. Fier partenaire du sport universitaire depuis 1979. The Government of Canada, le gouvernement du Canada. And by Cavendish Farms. Enjoy the game day taste at home with Cavendish Farms. Profitez des saveurs de jour de match chez vous avec les frites Les Fermes Cavendish.
Welcome to the 2023 Cavendish Farms University Cup on CBC. I'm Beau Ford, happy to be joined alongside by Norman Beck as we get set to bring you this U Sports Championship matchup between the 5th-seeded Alberta Golden Bears and the 3rd-seeded UNB Reds, the two most prestigious programs in men's hockey when it comes to U Sports are about to square off here at the Eastlink Center in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, to cap off what has been a special week in Charlottetown, Norm.
Well, a special week is just going to be topped off by a special game here, Bo. You look at these, you talked about these two programs, the marquee flagship programs, whatever you want to call it, in U Sport men's hockey. Last 23 championships, each of these programs have won 8. The record against each other, 5-5-0. Someone's going to take a lead in that head-to-head competition between these two pillars of U Sport men's hockey. And it couldn't be really, in terms of the road getting here, it couldn't have been really much, better predicted. UNB started off with a big win against the Concordia Stingers. UQTR gets in and they make their way. They punched their tickets yesterday as well too, and we're going to get a look at some of the action in this game last night between U of A and UPEI. Eric Florchuk and Matt Fontaine got it going. Fontaine puts the dagger in the Panthers once again with that goal there, and they put up an effort, but U of A was really strong here in that game last night to get their to punch their ticket here to this one today. And there you see all the congratulations going for Matt Berlin, who ended up in. And UNB has just been the model of consistency and strength offensively. Defensively have been an impenetrable wall, getting timely goals from key people. You see Isaac Nurse there broke out, a bit of a breakout tournament for him on the offensive side of things. He brings the energy all the time. And they were able to handle the UQTR Patriot, who secured the bronze medal today here against the hometown UPEI Panthers. And that's how we got there. And, two teams coming in. Couldn't have asked for a better final matchup, Bo, in terms of quality against quality. I guess the local fans would have been looking for Charlottetown UPEI to be in the final. However, that did not come to pass, but still a tremendous tournament overall. And we're looking forward to a beauty of a final here between these two teams.
Well, we've talked about it, the marquee matchup here of the best on best, the two best programs that U Sport has to offer when it comes to men's hockey, competing for the David Johnson University Cup here tonight. The 4th straight final appearance here for the Alberta Golden Bears. They'll look to be the 3rd team to win this event as the number 5 seed. The last time it happened, 1986-87, when the UQTR Patriot were able to get the job done. On the other side of things, the 3rd-ranked UNB Reds have done it twice before as that 3rd seed. Last happened last year when the UQTR Reds did it in 21-22. So stars are aligning for somebody to take over from the UQTR.
Well, if you're looking for good karma, take whatever you can, and UNB is looking to continue that tradition here. And if you're looking at it, 3 of the last 6 championships have gone UNB's way, and. U of A is looking to get back into that winning column. Ian Herber's won national titles back-to-back in 2014, 2015. The only time that they did not make the national championship was the year of COVID. And of course, GM Stan Marple likes to joke that he knew the tournament was going to be canceled, so he had the foresight to know that they shouldn't even bother going. But of course, you know, the competitive juices of this program, they would have loved to have been there as well. But, you know, there's all kinds of intrigue with this, Bo, and you're looking at two teams and two coaches who are similar in style, similarly driven, teams that are similar in their structure, similar in their offensive powers, similar in their power play capabilities, similar in their shutdown ability with big mobile. They've got mobile defensemen, big hard-hitting defensemen. They got those combination of both. When you look at a guy like Jaden Platts on U of Alberta side, you look at a guy like Connor Hall on the side of UNB. You look at the smooth skating Dawson Davidson, couple him up with a guy like Jade Landry, who's playing the best hockey of his career, right? All kinds of great storylines. Can't wait to get it going here tonight.
We'll throw it over to public address announcer Kirk McKinnon here for the player introductions as both teams enter the ice for this championship battle.
And now, your UNB Reds. Seventh player leading out the Reds from the North River Flames U9, Cannon McIntyre and Luke Cummings. We would like to acknowledge that the land that we are on is located in Nebogwin, the traditional unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time I would ask that you please direct your attention to center ice for our ceremonial puck drop. This year is the RCMP's 150th anniversary of serving Canadians and the 91st year of serving Prince Edward Islanders as its provincial police force. This anniversary year is a time to reflect on the RCMP's storied past, showcase the pride in the RCMP family, and consider our path into the future as a more modern, inclusive, and trusted police force. We thank all Canadians for their years of support and invite everyone to mark this occasion and celebrate with us. U Sports and the Cavendish Farms University Cup are honored to have with us, representing the RCMP of Prince Edward Island, Constable Loren Sanders, as of today, now Corporal Alan Peters, and Constable Kevin McKay. Joining us this evening for our ceremonial puck drop, would you please welcome Veuillez accueillir pour la mise au jeu protocolaire 2023 Cavendish Farms U-Cup Men's Hockey Championship title sponsor, Cavendish Farms, Mark Cormier and Carly Johnson. Also from major partner, the City of Charlottetown, His Worship Philip Brown, Mayor of Charlottetown. We'd like Golden Bears captain Matt Fontaine and UNB Reds captain Jason Wilms to please make your way to center ice. At this time, we'd ask that you please stand for the singing of our national anthem. Maintenant, nous demandons à tous de veuillez vous lever pour le chanter de notre hymne national. Would you please welcome Ava and Lily Rashid, recent winners of Music PEI's New Artist of the Year Award.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Carton brasse et porter le pays, et c'est porter la croix. Ton histoire
Welcome back inside the Eastlink Center here for this marquee matchup, and there's a look at the Alberta Golden Bears starting goaltender, Ethan Kruger. He's yet to give up a goal in the tournament through 104 minutes and 14 seconds. He's turned aside 44 pucks in doing so. A second-team Canada West All-Star back in the goal here for the Golden Bears. At the other end, it's another first-year netminder, the Claire Drake Rookie of the Year in U Sports in Samuel Richard, a 2.00 goals against average, an .882 save percentage coming into this game at the event.
UNB Reds coming in, Bo, looking at the same starting lineup. Gardner McDougall not really messing with anything. He likes to give the mix and match here of Jason Wilms, Isaac Nurse, throws Macaulay Carson up on the left side. Worked out well for them so far, a couple early goals that they've been able to do. The Bears, for their part, they've had that quick strike ability you saw in both of their games against UPEI last night. And they got it done early and quickly in a hurry against Windsor in their quarterfinal matchup. Both of these teams are going to be starting on time.
Here it is, the final tickets, they're cashed in. We're ready to decide a U-Cup champion here in Charlottetown. Puck played down in the UNB zone. Carroll makes a play over the hall. It's out off the backboard. Richard poking away in. It'll roll into the slot area. Proof from the back end. He'll fire one, and there's the captain, Jason Wilms, blocking that one. It'll go up into the blue seats here at the Eastlink Center. We'll get a quick whistle here, 25 seconds into period number one.
Captain Jason Wilms selecting, recognizing a little bit of imminent danger coming back. Puck was popping loose in around the corner. University Alberta came out crashing hard around the net, scrambling a little bit. He was doing everything he could to ensure that that shot wasn't getting through to Samuel Richard. We're going to see a lot of that tonight with both of these teams.
In against Gilmore. Patterson will win that face-off back to Dawson Davidson over to Sexsmith. Sexsmith off the stick of Patterson, and that one up and out of play. If you're just tuning in here for the first time of this event as well, the ongoing trend, Norman, goals early and late in a period seem to be daggers, and we'll see if one of those teams can make that trend continue right through the finals here.
Well, they've been daggers because if you get behind another one of these teams, they both know how to play with the lead. They both know how to be front runners, and their structures are so strong that it makes it difficult in order to get back in the game. So the first one's big, not going to be ultimate determining factor, but they can really set the tone for your team.
Here's Petizian, he's sticked by Patterson, tries to clear. Pinard will drag and fire, and a good save there by Kruger. He just picked that one up at the last second as Pinard drug it around the defender to use him as a screen.
Samuel Pinard, he knows what to do with the biscuit. He got Dawson Davidson to drop down a little bit. That created the screen, used him as a target to help out. Good save there early on by Ethan Kruger.
Late into the Golden Bears zone. There's Corbet. He'll fire one off a shin pad from the back end. Nole will keep it alive. It's rimmed on around by Corbet to Emmett Sproul. Sproul working it from the half-wall boards to Corbet. Here's Benjamin Corbet. He'll turn and send it back in behind Macaulay Carson, working there with Emmett Sproul for the Reds. Watching on is Frederick and Jack in Smallwood. That puck will come up the half-wall boards. Corbet will cycle it back down low. Macaulay Carson, as it rolls through his feet. Justin Hall will close on a pinching Justin Nole. In behind the goal, it's rimmed on around. It will come back to Connor Hall. Hall will send that one down and in, and Frederick from behind the goal of Ethan Kruger sends one up. It's redirected there by McGregor, but fielded by McDougall. Here's Cade Landry drawing into his first game here at this University Cup in Charlottetown. A pivotal player for the UNB Reds back in the lineup here tonight. Wilms tries to make a play through the neutral zone. Landry will play one back to McDougall, who in his own right has been one of the best defensive players in this tournament. Played down the ice. Here's Platts, he'll rim it on around to Prokop. Prokop tries to make a play through the middle. He'll get it off to Flute. Flute over center ice, he'll play it in. Richard will glove it down. And a lot of outside play here so far as we get a whistle with 7:19 left to go in period one. The best of U Sports women's hockey action is happening at the 2023 U Sports Women Hockey Championships in Montreal. Catch all the final action tonight on CBCSports.ca and CBC Gem. It's the Concordia Stingers taking on UBC.
I wasn't watching this game, Bo. I would be watching that one. That's got an intriguing matchup. Of course, we saw both of those teams in the Women's U Cup final here in Charlottetown last year. And Concordia, man, they got something going on. You talk about the beginnings of a dynasty. They've got the makings of it. The people that they're attracting to that program, and as you know, you talk about dynasty here. You look at a guy like Gardner McDougall. Look at the dynasty that's being created here. One of two that we are seeing here on the ice tonight, and Ian Herber's continuing the tradition of the excellence that both of them have created, and long-standing traditions being maintained by those two gentlemen.
Here's Nurse in behind the goal. Quick wrap-around opportunity. He was closed off. Side of the goal will come to McCormick. He'll stagger, step at the blue line, put it down low. Baber working for that puck along the boards. Will shift it in behind. McKay will chase it down. Here's McKay out from behind the net. He'll come across to McCormick. Quick touch, and Kruger will kick that one aside with the left legging. Following it up and playing it in is McKay. Baber and Nurse will meet that puck down near side corner boards. Fontaine takes his man to the ice in behind. It's played through the middle, fresh off the bench. Petizian, he'll lay his man out in the Golden Bears zone, and chipping it out is Prokop. Carroll stands up at the blue line here for the Reds. He'll work one back to Adam McCormick. McCormick sidesteps around Patterson. Through center ice, gets it off. Petizian will chip it in. It's played off the glass. Back into the UNB zone, and Connor Hall will retrieve it. Behind the goal of Richard, he'll play it out. Sakowicz gets it back. It's played to Patterson. And Volcan tries to push it forward. Pinar out off the wall through the middle of the ice. Petizian just overskated. Nole will fire it up. He'll lose the handle on that one through the neutral zone. Volcan striding forward over the blue line. He'll fire one, and Samuel Richard will take that into the mitt.
Well, if you're looking at both of this game, you know, we were talking about UNB in terms of what they're looking to do on the defensive structure side of things. If there's been one offensive juggernaut, it's this University of Alberta program. Of course, they put up 7 against the Windsor Lancers in the first game. Of course, 5 of them came in the power play. 3 in that early on in the game that they got on the major penalty against Windsor. So this is a team that, you know, you've got strength against strength, offense against defense. Who's going to come out on top?
McDougall will overskate that back the other way. Here come the Golden Bears. Smallwood drives the goal in the backhand, one hand of the stick. Stopped by Richard. Landry goes crashing in. The net will come off its moorings, and we'll get a whistle. 15:20 left to go here in the first period from Charlottetown.
Well, there you see a instinctive Cade Landry coming in and being a nice little benefit. Jack and Smallwood gets a step on him. Landry gets on his horse, looking for the support coming on, see that there's nothing there, tries to handle, doesn't want to drive into Samuel Richard to drive in the puck into the net either. But again, the smooth skating defenseman, former Hamilton Bulldog, it's a dog in the bone on that one to keep this a nothing ball game.
He'll come to Plouffe at the blue line. He'll see some open ice, play it in far side corner boards. Controlled there by Ladigan. Here's Macaulay Carson in behind the goal. He'll shift one up into middle ice. It comes to Sproul. Emmett Sproul will play it into the far side corner. Carson will take a shot from the top of the circle. Kicked away by Kruger. Another body banging down there in the corner. Carroll fire. Redirected in front. Kruger kicks it off into the corner. Here's Carroll. He'll fire one in behind. Sproul battling forward there, but it's the Golden Bears. Dylan Plouffe who will come out with it. Another hit in behind the play there as Justin Hall comes through the neutral zone. He'll play it in. Noah Carroll. In behind the goal of Richard, works it through the middle of the ice. Brady Gilmore off to Michael Petizian. Petizian closed off there by Weeb. Weeb will get that puck, tries to get it up to McGregor, and will do so. McGregor, stick lifted there by Pinard. Hall plays it back. Brady Gilmore battling forward just outside the blue line. Plays it in. Sakowicz. Toss it over to Frederick. Frederick through the middle, finds Trolley. Trolley up through the neutral zone over the blue line. He's closed off there by Nole. McGregor, part of the forecheck, will get to that puck for the Golden Bears. McGregor will shift it back in behind Trolley. He's closed off and able to skate into that is Connor Hall. Hall comes rink wide to Pinard. Pinard will play it in and around, and there's Kruger out with the big stick. He'll send it back up in. It's controlled by Florchuk. Florchuk out there with Fontaine and Prokop. He'll play it in. Landry behind the goal, gets it over to McDougall. McDougall around to McKay. McKay tried to find Nurse through the neutral zone. Landry will play it down with a glove. Faber able to skate into it, but then we'll get the whistle. It looked like a hand pass. Lots of physical play here, but we know both teams came out the same way in their semifinal matchups. They haven't let up here tonight.
Well, you see it right here, Justin Nolay being hurt and Curtis Charlie going in. You saw with Ben Corbet down in behind the net too. For their part, I mean, the Bears came right back. You see a guy like Cam Weed taking it hard over in the boards, keeping things, making the entries difficult for the Reds coming into the zone. But, you know, we shouldn't expect much different. There's high-intensity guys on both of these squads. Expect to see that continue, maybe even ramp up as time goes on.
Google gets it around. McKay will play it up. Here's Nurse. Nurse up over the line. He'll take a body check there from Sexsmith. Close him off the puck and pick it up. He'll get it through Volcan. Nolan Volcan with a burst of speed up over the blue line. Pass it across. Prezuzzo with a shot. Richard, his best save of the hockey game as he blockers that one down into the corner boards. Played back out, Dawson Davidson through the middle, picked off by McKay. McKay up over the blue line, will play it to Wilms. Wilms around in behind the goal. Keating will battle for it there, but Davidson makes the play with it. Patterson tries to find Blues, it'll hop over his stick. McCormick hopping up, creates it for Noah Carroll. Here's Carroll over the line, he'll fire that one. That one blitzed wide on the glove side. Followed up by Macaulay Carson. Keating to Morgan. Morgan from the corner boards finds Nolay. He was calling for it, blocked by Blue. Blue will get it up to Smallwood, a nice little chip play, but Macaulay Carson able to intercept. Ladigan plays it down. Samuel Richard can't stop it, and Jack and Smallwood will skate into it. Justin Hall will rim it on around. It'll come back. Here's Sakowicz. Sakowicz plays it in. Morgan knocks it down with the glove. Ladigan holds it in. He'll fire. Richard took it up off the shoulder there, and Nolay feels the pressure. He'll send that one down. What a pace of this hockey game here in Norman as we're just 9 minutes in.
Well, the best sequence coming in here by University of Alberta. This tandem of Tyler Prezuzzo and Nolan Volcan. You know, we talked about Volcan just being a pinball effect. Stays with the whole puck. Prezuzzo, who was lights out in that game against Windsor, 3 goals, 2 assists. Another goal and assist last night against in the semifinal as well too. He's a guy that's been on fire. This line has been really good for the University of Alberta Golden Bears. They're going to be a line for Gardner McDougall to be watching as this game progresses. They're kicking it in early right now.
You see how strong he is in his feet there. Wilms was draped all over him. He made the play, and then Wilms was the one who went down to the ice. So
well, he did that last night in that first goal that he scored. Remember, he secured the puck in the blue line, fought off a couple of guys, kept driving his feet through the middle, corralled it the whole way down, and then what does he do? Drives hard to the net, secures the rebound, and gets a very timely goal against the Panthers.
Nurse tries to get it up to Sproul. It'll bounce off his skate up in the air. Prokop tries to play it back in. Here's Cade Landry. Tries to find Corbet. It's off the stick of Sproul. He'll get it to Corbet. Sends it in. Sproul heads off for a change. Here's Gilmore in behind the goal. He'll be in on the forecheck. Get it to Corbet. Corbet tries to send one in front to Battizian. He'll come back. Landry plays it off the boards to Gilmore down in behind the goal. Centering feed out front. Battizian took a whack at it, but Davidson was able to knock it away. Trolley sends it in. Far side corner boards. It'll bounce out. Richard stops it with the stick. Played into the corner boards. McDougall now skates it up. Here's Simon Pinard off the wall to Michael Battizian. Back to Pinard. In on goal. There's a big save. Ethan Kruger answers the bell here for the University of Alberta Golden Bears to keep it all tied up at Donuts.
You do. Well, there you see the speed generated. That's what UNB does so well. Simon Pinard recognized that Battizian was going wide, bank pass. Battizian, what does he do? The little Spitfire gives it right back. Tries to go 5-hole. Kruger was looking over the left shoulder. Wasn't sure if he had it. There's the best chance in tonight's game. Well played by Ethan Kruger.
Pinard, the all-Canadian, all-rookie here this year. He led the UNB Reds in playoff scoring, a man that you want to have the biscuit on his stick if you want to put it in the basket. Here's Bader back on the attack for the Reds, but it's Patterson who will swing into that corner and tie things up. It's kicked away to Platts. Baber still working hard into that forecheck here for the Reds, trying to gain offensive zone pressure. Tied up in the wall, it'll come to Nolan Volcan, and he'll play one back. Adam McCormick knocks it down with the glove, plays it over. Noah Carroll, they play pitch and catch back and forth. Here's Carroll. Through center ice off to McKay. McKay, top of the circle. He'll step into one. Big kick save. Rebound comes into the slot. It's played out there by Prezuzzo. Golden Bears have to wait to get back onside. They'll do so now. Here's Justin Hall. Hall plays it down low. McCormick able to get it around, but Sakowicz again able to keep it at the blue line. A pass in between the legs by Hall was intercepted. He'll get it back, play it down low, trying a centering feed out front. It'll come all the way around the boards, and Plouffe will shovel it back down. Noah Carroll tries to play it over. Nobody home for the Reds, and the Golden Bears get a little ozone time of their own here. It's Wilms. He'll loft one through the neutral zone. Keating was face forward there, didn't catch it till the last second. Here's Smallwood shimmying and shaking through the neutral zone, plays it off. We'll get an offside call here with 9:02 left to go in the first period of this championship final between the UNB Reds and the Alberta Golden Bears, all tied up 0-0 apiece.
Sprinkled, drizzled, or straight up. There's a million ways to eat Cavendish Farms fries, but only one way to make them. The right way. Cavendish Farms fries. Made our way. Enjoyed your way.
Hey, U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome back inside the Eastlink Center. Still scoreless here midway through period number one. It's been a fast-paced hockey game, and fans, you too can celebrate each U Sports team gold medal victory with your very own commemorative apparel from T-Leason Sports. Fans of basketball's Carleton Ravens and Guelph Griffins in track have been flocking to shop.usports.ca to purchase their piece of history. On Monday, the championship collection from this championship will be made available for purchase, but hurry, supplies will go fast on this limited time offer. That's the U Sports Championship Collection on sale at shop.usports.ca.
Well, Bo, the gamesmanship is not only happening on the ice, it's happening in the stands as well. Rob Berry, the in-game entertainment, trying to give away some Cavendish Farm swag, and the University of Alberta Golden Bear fan comes down, throws one of the scarves around their neck. Not to be outgone, the UNB Red fan comes right behind and throws it on Rob's neck as well, too. So all kinds of good stuff going on. Games not only on the ice, but in the crowd as well, too.
All fired. That one, Macaulay Carson got a stick on it. He tipped it just wide on the blocker's side. Macaulay Carson, one of those forwards that's highly praised by head coach Gardner McDougall for his two-way play. He's been dangerous in the offensive zone.
This line, if that Nolan and Prezuzzo have been strong for the Bears, this line has been all energy.
Here's an opportunity back the other way. In front, Patterson got a one-timer away. He had his stick tied up. Probably didn't get all of it in the follow-through as Prezuzzo found him sneaking into the slot. Here's Sexsmith. He'll tee one up in front. Richard down, glove over that puck. And with 7:52 to go, Alberta gets another good look in front.
Well, I think Patterson was coming in. He was unsure as to what he wanted to do. There's Prezuzzo, drops it back. Patterson has the lane. Stick came in right at the last minute. It might have caused a bit of an annoyance for Patterson getting it off. Looked like it went off the heel. He didn't get really good wood on it, but a good chance there. Missed by the Golden Bears.
Justin Hall in to take this offensive zone face-off, but it's Cameron Baber who will win it. McCormick will get it back to Noah Carroll. Carroll across ice. It's off the boards. A couple of whacks at it. Plouffe able to get it up. Smallwood will chip it in and chase after Carroll. Carroll in behind the goal. Samuel Richard will work it up to Isaac Nurse. Nurse looking for McKay. That pass at his reach, and we'll get another icing call here with 7:33 to go.
Of course, see Justin Hall out here, and his twin brother Adam unfortunately get injured in the first game against University of Windsor. Foot in the boot, unable to play. So the Hall family will have one less family member to cheer on in this game, but you know, you hate to see that. You get in the national stage, get injured, but anyway, hope that Adam heals well soon and see if his brother can do something in his place to make him feel a little bit better and make that injury heal a little bit quicker.
McCormick, he'll loft one up just to finish up that point. 3 sets, I believe it is, of brothers, 2 sets of twins in this U-Cup championship in Charlottetown. The Pilons, the Lafrons, and of course the Halls up over the line. It's played in, and that one's knocked down. And of course, the family connection for this Golden Bears with the head coach, or with the assistant coach and her brother. But CBC Sports is your home for the 2023 U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship, presented by Mikasa from Vancouver. The consolation round is exclusive to CBC Sports YouTube channel, while championship semifinals and championships are on CBC Gem, cbcsports.ca, and CBC Sports YouTube channel. Back in behind the goal. That one's rimmed on around. Connor Hall on the backhand plays it down. It's shoveled down low there by Wilms. Keating will battle for that puck. He'll try and get some help there from Morgan, but it's the Golden Bears up over the line. They try and make a play. It'll roll to Nolay over to Hall. Hall gets caught up in his own feet there and has it in underneath his body as Florchuk tries to battle for it. It'll come loose to Nolay. Spins away from Prokop. Here's Justin Nolay working it up, gets it to Morgan. Morgan will send it in. Sproul will head in after that puck in behind the goal of Kruger. Work down low, and Plouffe will come out with it. Dylan Plouffe through the neutral zone over to Florchuk. Florchuk will take it wide on Landry. Streak in behind the goal. Centers one out front. Nobody home. Evan Sproul. Sproul to Macaulay Carson. Up over the line. Ross McDougall trying to follow that play up. It's chipped by McGregor, but kept in by the Reds. Macaulay Carson has that one bleed out. He'll play it in and head off for a change. A full sail up front. A long stretch past the weave. He'll chip it into the zone. McCormick. He'll go back in behind. He'll drop one back to McDougall. McDougall stretches one out to Pinard. Pinard up over the blue line. Plays it off the wall to Petizian. Petizian, the streaky little forward for the Reds, spins away. Tries to throw one back towards the goal. In behind, Gilmore gets it to Pinard. Pinard, top of the circle, back to Grady Gilmore. Gilmore up top. Pinard will fire, and good kick save there from Ethan Kruger. Played off the wall, back in through the neutral zone inside the Reds' blue line. Pinard works it over to Carroll. Carroll sends it rink wide to Gilmore. He knocks it down off the boards and will track that puck forward down into the near side corner of the Golden Bears zone. Daniel Ladigan lays it back, and it's set up in behind the goal by Plouffe. Plouffe, he loses an edge coming out from behind the goal, and Ladigan will play it in. Hall stops it up, streaky towards the goal. And just whistled it wide on the glove side of Richard.
Attacking Smallwood, he was really good. He ramped it up in that game last night. I thought he took it up to a different level, and he's making a presence here. Great wheels, great set of pins. You know, the former Winnipeg Ice. 68 points last year for them, 68 games. He's a player.
Here's Patterson streaking to the goal. Forehand on the backhand, trying to slide it across to Davidson. Davidson has that puck now. Comes back up top. Platts will fire it. Isaac Nurse will step in front of it. He and Carroll charge forward here for the Reds. Here's Nurse. Tries to drag around a sprawled out Davidson there and can't do so. So it's Patterson back up over the line. He'll dish one off. Here's Brazuzzo. Fires one in. Richard will take it into the glove.
You know, sometimes you have to take advantages of the opportunity that are given you. Puck sort of pops loose. Jack and Smallwood does the right thing. Connor Hall doesn't know where it is. Look at that, didn't miss by much up top. As Jack and Smallwood, like I said, he's been a terrific player here, U.S. All-Rookie team. Canada West Rookie of the Year, member of their all-rookie team as well. Talk about highly prized.
Back to the point, who redirected off of Florchuk in front, just up and over top of Richard. Here's Sakowicz. He'll fire off the shoulder of Richard. Frederick plays it down low. Here's an opportunity, trying to streak it into Prokop. Knocked down. Here's the captain, Fontaine, to Sakowicz. Tries to feed one through to Prokop again. And it was Carson down with that stick, that two-way forward that Gardner McDougall talks about being a 200-foot player there again to save the day.
A little bit of double duty, too, with Adam McCormick coming in, pitching out support there, too.
Up over the line, here's another opportunity. Smallwood, he's a dog and a bone here tonight for the Golden Bears as he came streaking in once again. McDougall holds that puck, tries to make a play. Daniil Ladigan will read it. He'll get it to Smallwood. Smallwood, as it turns back, here's Morgan with Wilms and Keating. Keating, puck on his stick. Tries to play it down to Wilms. Sexsmith turns it back. Connor Hall for the Reds inside his own blue line. Over to Noah Carroll. Carroll will chip it by, push it forward. He's still got that puck on his stick. Carroll will fire one. Kruger will make the save. Shots now 9-8 on goal in favor of the Golden Bears. Keating turns towards the goal. Here's Morgan. He'll spin it in front. Gilmore was there. Couldn't get Lumber on it. He'll play one back to McCormick. McCormick battling for that puck along the wall. He'll play it down into the reach of Morgan. He'll come in behind. UNB chants start to ring through the East Link Center. Here is Davidson. Battles for that puck. Ladigan goes back to Davidson. He's pressured by Gilmore up top. Here's McCormick. Back to Brady Gilmore. Across to Nolay. Nolay to McCormick. He'll step into one. Hits the body in front. Just rolls wide on the blocker side of Ethan Kruger. Pinard relentless on the forecheck. Causing havoc here as Ladigan plays it to Davidson. He kicks it to Smallwood in the slot. Hall closed off there by Nolay. Played back down low. Pinard will cycle it. Gilmore in after Dawson Davidson for the Golden Bears. He spins away, comes out from behind the goal. Dishes one off, it's played off the wall and through the neutral zone. Carroll tries to take a snap at it. Ladigan will play it in. Richard will knock it down and give it to Ross McDougall.
Great rotation there by the UNB Reds. Brady Gilmore doing what he does well. Great disher that he has. 25 assists in the season. Saw that Justin Nolay had rotated down low. Adam McCormick stayed up high. Puck goes cross seam. Down low, back to high. Great scoring chance there, but all good rotation work by the UNB attackers.
There's Volcan up over the line. He plays it down and in. He'll head in after Carroll. McDougall lets it roll up to the back end. Plouffe makes a play with it. Baber sends it down. And icing waved off here as it does not get down. Through the center ice area. Here's School, forechecking. Carson drops it off. Corbeil will fire one, and sprawling down in front of that was Platts. The feed comes back. Carson upended.
Big job there by Jaden Platts, the big body on defenseman. I mean, he does a lot of stuff very well on the defensive side of things here for Ian Herber's doing it once again for him.
Corbeil puts one back towards the goal of Ethan Kruger. It again. Will roll wide. School gets it down low. It'll bleed out into the slot area. Dying seconds here of the first period. Here's McCormick. McCormick plays it down low. It's picked up there by Sakowicz. He'll get it around. Volcan will loft one through the neutral zone. Hall plays it with a glove, and Macaulay Carson will touch it. 28.2 seconds left in period number one.
You know, you look at a guy like Jaden Platts. We really noticed him last night in the UPI game. Very strong defensively, and here it is. The puck's going to get turned over here in a hurry. Pizzuto loses it. Emmett Spruill, Johnny on the spot, recognizes that the back support is coming. Quick dish over from Macaulay Carson to Ben Corbeil. There's the big body. 6'3", 215 pounds, ready to absorb whatever Ben Corbeil was throwing at him. Well played by Jaden Platts.
McDougall gets tied up there with the official trying to make a play through the neutral zone to Isaac Nurse. Here's Frederick. He'll rim it on around. UNB trying to push here. 8 seconds left in the period. That one's paid out into the neutral zone. And Ross McDougall will pick it out and skate out the clock. Wow. What a first period here in Charlottetown. Scoreless after one. Chances both ways. Physical hockey. Shots 10-8. What more can you say after this first period, Norm?
Well, you know what, Bo? Someone asked me before the game, they said, Norm, what's your prediction? I said, I think we're going to OT for the 11th time in U Cup history. And if this first period is any indication, I think we could be looking at a long time in overtime. But, you know, just two championship teams that were coming out. The physical play was there. What I liked about it is the controlled emotion in this game, too. There's really they're making it very easy for the officials to call this game here. There's really been nothing going on the extracurricular sort of stuff. They're playing hard between the whistles. Great speed on both sides, right? We're looking at teams that got high-end skill on both sides, and they really know how to defend as well, too.
0-0 after one period of play. We're happy to be joined here by the all-Canadian, all-rookie team, Simon Pinard for the UNB Reds.
Alors, on rejoint Simon Pinard qui est au niveau de la patinoire présentement. Simon, ce n'est pas un match comme les autres, c'est un match de championnat. Ça a été quoi le mot d'ordre avant le match pour vous donner la meilleure chance de le remporter?
On voulait avoir un bon départ. Je pense qu'on a eu. Je pense que c'est ce qu'on a fait. On a essayé de mettre des pucks dans le fond de la zone, il faut checker fort, puis faire nos mises en échec.
Après 20 minutes de hockey, c'est toujours 0-0. C'est quoi les ajustements apportés au courant de la deuxième période pour finalement ouvrir la marque?
Je pense qu'il faut continuer à faire ce qu'on fait. Si on peut apporter un peu plus de trafic au filet, ce serait bon. Mais sinon, je pense qu'on est parti sur une bonne note, puis il faut juste continuer comme ça.
Également, votre équipe, ça a été l'an dernier, ça a été une défaite difficile au premier tour. Cette année, vous revenez en force jusqu'à la finale du championnat. Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire pour le programme des Reds, ce match ici?
Je pense qu'ils ont beaucoup de caractère. L'année passée, ça a été une tristesse pour beaucoup de joueurs. On a rentré un groupe de jeunes cette année, puis on voulait pas que ça arrive. Donc, on a travaillé fort cette saison, puis on est en finale. Donc, c'est le fun de voir que ce qu'on a fait durant la saison rapporte en ce moment, là.
Merci beaucoup, Simon, pour ton temps. On apprécie énormément. Bonne chance pour le reste du match.
Merci.
And that's, of course, U Sport All rookie team member Simon Pinard. He was talking about, you know, in terms of getting back into the championship title, they're going to have to, the old cliche, get pucks deep and establish the forecheck a little bit more and continue to try to get traffic in front of Ethan Kruger. They don't know if he did enough of that in that period. The speed's been good, the pace has been good. But, you know, they're coming back this year. They showed a lot of character. They worked hard, and they're very happy to be where they are right now.
After 20, we're all tied up between the University of Alberta Golden Bears and the UNB Reds.
Sprinkled, drizzled, or straight up. There's a million ways to eat Cavendish Farms fries, but only one way to make them. The right way. Cavendish Farms fries. Made our way. Enjoyed your way.
The nominees for the R.W. Pugh Award presented to the most sportsmanlike player in the regular season are en nomination pour le prix de l'esprit sportif R.W. Pugh. Présenté aux joueurs démontrant le plus de l'esprit sportif dans la saison régulière sont des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Troy La Jeunesse, Université de l'Île du Prince-Édouard, UPEI. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Kyle Petit, Université Western University. Et de l'Association West Canadienne from Canada West, Matt Fontaine, Université de l'Alberta, University of Alberta. Le lauréat du prix de l'esprit sportif R.W. Pugh, présenté aux joueurs démontrant le plus de l'esprit sportif est the winner of the R.W. Pugh Fair Play Award presented to the most sportsmanlike player in U Sports men's hockey is Troy La Jeunesse, Université de l'Île du Prince-Édouard, UPEI.
Certaines personnes arrivent à l'université en sachant ce qu'elles vont faire dans la vie. D'autres viennent pour le découvrir. Peu importe la raison, elles trouveront leur chemin à l'Université d'Ottawa. Un chemin vers la connaissance et vers le succès. Vous étudierez avec des professeurs qui sont des leaders dans leur domaine. 89 d'entre eux sont titulaires de chaires de recherche du Canada. Tout au long de votre parcours, des mentors, des conseillers et des accompagnateurs vous appuieront pour que vous développiez votre plein potentiel.
Here are the nominees for the Father George Kehoe Memorial Award as the 2023 Fox 40 U Sports Men's Hockey Coach of the Year. Voici les candidats pour le prix commémoratif le Père George Kehoe présenté à l'entraîneur de l'année Fox 40 U Sport. Des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Tyler Nogler, Université St. Mary's University. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Andrew Wilkins, Université Lakehead University. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Mark Howell, Université de Calgary, University of Calgary. Le lauréat du prix commémoratif le Père George Kehoe présenté à l'entraîneur de l'année Fox 40 U Sport est the winner of the Father George Kehoe Memorial Award as the 2023 Fox 40 U Sports Men's Hockey Coach of the Year is Mark Howell, University of Calgary, University of Calgary.
They don't do it for the likes or for the shares. They do it for the fun of it, for the thrill, for the camaraderie, for the memories. CBC Sports, just because they love it.
The nominees for the Goaltender of the Year in U Sports Men's Hockey are, en nomination pour le prix du gardien de l'année en hockey masculin U Sport 2023, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Samuel Richard, Université du Nouveau-Brunswick, UNB. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Nathan Tarkia, Université de Windsor, University of Windsor. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Carl Tetachuk, Université de Calgary, University of Calgary. Le gardien de l'année en hockey masculin U Sport est, the 2023 U Sports Goaltender of the Year is, Nathan Tarkia, Université de Windsor, University of Windsor.
Welcome back inside the Eastlink Center, and after 20 minutes of play, has it been everything that we've expected here from the University of Alberta Golden Bears and the University of New Brunswick Reds? Let me tell you, it's been fast, it's been physical, and most importantly, it's been tight for this UNB team. They need to find a way to beat Ethan Kruger. He's yet to give up a goal in the tournament, Norm.
When's the last time you've looked at the stat sheet and you've seen 1,000% save percent? There's that 1.00, however you interpret that. But, he's been outstanding. Canada West second team All-Star. Samuel Richard, for his part, has been equally good too, right? But you're looking at a guy, he made the big save that had to be made when he went in and he stopped the ever-dangerous Simon Pinard, of course, the high scorer for the UNB Reds. That's really been the difference. He got it done when he had to do. That's where we sit, 0-0.
We've seen 5 shutouts here in the University Cup Championship game, scoreless after one between the Golden Bears and Reds.
The nominees for the Dr. Randy Gregg Award presented to the student who excels in hockey, academics, and community involvement are les candidats pour le prix de Dr. Randy Gregg pour l'excellence dans le hockey, les études et l'engagement communautaire sont des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Matthew Welsh, Université St. Mary's University. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Duncan Campbell, Université Queen's University. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Connor Blake, Université Mount Royal University. Le lauréat du prix, le Dr. Randy Gregg pour l'engagement communautaire est, the winner of the Dr. Randy Gregg Award for Community Service is, Matthew Welsh, Université St. Mary's University.
Some people come to university knowing exactly what they want to do in life. Others come to discover it. Either way, there's a path for them at U Ottawa. A path to knowledge, a path to success. You study with professors who are leaders in their field. 89 of them hold Canada Research Chairs. Along your path, you will find student mentors, counselors, and coaches. All there to give you the support you need to be the best you can be.
The nominees for the Defenseman of the Year in U Sports Men's Hockey are, en nomination pour le prix du défenseur de l'année en hockey masculin U Sport 2023, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Matt Brassard, Université de l'Île-du-Prince-Édouard, UPEI, du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Justin Bergeron, Université du Québec à Trois-Rivières, UQTR. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Connor Hobbs, l'Université de la Saskatchewan, University of Saskatchewan. Le défenseur de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport est, the U-Sports Men's Hockey Defenseman of the Year is, Connor Hobbs, Université de la Saskatchewan, University of Saskatchewan.
It's that moment again, the one you dream of every night. La seule chose qui te préoccupe, c'est la gloire, le cheminement de la réussite, of pushing yourself further than ever before. But the true glory is in the shadows. Les sacrifices que tu fais, quand toutes les chances sont contre toi, when you can't push one more second, chase the glory. Visez haut.
The nominees for the Claire Drake Award presented to the U Sports Men's Hockey Rookie of the Year are, en nomination pour le prix Claire Drake présenté à la recrue de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport 2023, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Samuel Richard, Université du Nouveau-Brunswick, UNB, du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Jonathan Lemieux, Université Concordia University. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Joachim Smallwood, Université de l'Alberta, University of Alberta. Le lauréat du prix Claire Drake présenté à la recrue de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport est, the winner of the Claire Drake Award as the U-Sports Men's Hockey Rookie of the Year is, Samuel Richard, Université du Nouveau-Brunswick, UNB.
Sprinkled, drizzled, or straight up. There's a million ways to eat Cavendish Farms fries, but only one way to make them. The right way. Cavendish Farms fries. Made our way. Enjoyed your way.
The nominees for the Senator Joseph A. Sullivan Trophy as the U Sports Men's Hockey Player of the Year are, en nomination pour le trophée du sénateur Joseph A. Sullivan présenté à l'athlète de l'année U-Sport en hockey masculin, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Liam Howell, Université Saint-FX University, du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Simon Lafrance, Université du Québec à Trois-Rivières, UQTR. et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Riley Sawchuk, Université Mount Royal University. Le lauréat du trophée Joseph S. Sullivan décerné au joueur de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport A. The winner of the Senator Joseph A. Sullivan Trophy as the U-Sports Player of the Year in men's hockey is Simon Lafrance, Université du Québec à Trois-Rivières, UQTR.
Welcome back inside the Eastlink Center here for period number 2 from the Cavendish Farms U-Cup final game between the U of A Golden Bears and the UNB Reds. There's a great look at Ethan Kruger. He's yet to give up a goal in the tournament. At the other end, it's the Claire Drake Rookie of the Year for U Sports in men's hockey, Samuel Richard.
Who has been very good as well. Not spectacularly good, but very solid in terms of his performance. But this UNB defense has been spectacularly good, Bo. You look at the, 14 shots against Concordia, under 20 again last night and yesterday in the semifinal. And when you're being that stingy on the defensive side of things, you're positioning yourself well for a championship title. Shots in that first period, 10-8. A little bit more than what the UNB is accustomed to in their 2 previous games. So, but again, that speaks to the quality of the opponent that you're facing here in the University of Alberta Golden Bears. So, all kinds of it's got that playoff feel, Bo. It's got that feeling of tension, tightness, big goal. If this continues to be played the way it is, it's going to be very big.
Golden Bears will control it. Here's Prezuzzo with a burst of speed. Connor Hall, no stick there on the play. He lost it through the neutral zone, but it's Carroll who will play it to Carson. Rink wide over to Connor Hall. Hall will send it in around the horseshoe. It'll come to Isaac Nurse in the forecheck after Platts. There's Nurse trying to dig it free. Back up over the stick of McCormick. He'll turn and send that one back in. Here's Kruger setting it up for Dylan Plouffe. Plouffe for the controlled breakout here from the Golden Bears. Airmails one, length down. McDougall will spin in behind for the Reds and work it near side boards. There's Patizian, he'll shovel one down. Follow it up, get it around to Pinar. He'll cycle one back up top. Here's McDougall, he'll play it in around the boards again, come to the near side. Prokop knocked down. McCormick tries to fire one. Patterson will block it. McDougall tried to play it down low, didn't get all of that puck, and it's sent back. Here's Sexsmith now. He'll send one high right up into the seats here at the Eastlink Center. Canada's best university men's volleyball teams head to Hamilton for the 2023 Men's Volleyball Championship presented by Mikasa. The consolation round is exclusive to CBC Sports YouTube channel, while championships and semifinals are on CBC Gem, CBCSports.ca, and CBC Sports YouTube channel. Check out usport.ca for game times and channels. Connor Hall can't make a play with with it. Daniil Lanigan was over him. Lanigan will get that puck, top of the circle. Fire one, Richard took it off the glove. It was in the air and knocked down by Benjamin Corbet.
Great shot, great save.
Carson to Corbet. He'll stick it around Frederick. Corbet to Sproul. He'll fire, and there's a stick save made by Kruger. Corbet loses it in behind the goal. Smallwood comes in, plays it back underneath the goal line. That one runs into the official, and Carroll, he tries to turn in center. Kruger gets a stick on that one. Lanigan battling down low against Wilms. Wilms gets it to Corbet. Wilms will get it back, tries to turn and fire. That one off a stick. Carroll pitching in from the blue line, keeps it alive for the Reds. Keating in on the forecheck there after Frederick. Carroll fires one. Keating gets a stick on it. Rebound in the blue plate. He's cleared away in front by Jack and Smallwood.
Well, a couple of good chances early in this game, this period here, Bo. You saw the first one coming in. Daniil Lanigan, Justin Drolet used him as a screen. That was a great stop there by Samuel Richard as Ben Corbet comes back in support as well, too. And then you see again here, Emmett Sproul, big midseason acquisition here for the UNB Reds. Had a great season, 12 points in 12 games. Yet to get on the board in the playoffs here, but he almost had his first one there. Great stop by the aforementioned Ethan Kruger.
Intercepted in front, and the Golden Bears will start back. Volcan tries to find a streaking Fontaine on the far side. Fontaine watches on as it's played into the red zone again. Prezuzzo tries to make a play with it. Bader pushes it forward. It's turned back and chipped in. Prezuzzo chases it down in the corner. Tries to center one out to Volcan. Here's another opportunity. Fontaine had it on his stick. Rolled off as he tried to pull the trigger on that one. Here's Petizian. Gets it up to Platts, and Petizian up over the blue line. As Pinard, he'll get that puck over to him. He'll go skate the stick. Simon Pinard gets it down to McCormick. McCormick plays it to Petizian. Petizian watched there by Fontaine. Gets it up to McCormick. He'll use the kick as a soccer ball. Gilmore to McCormick. He'll fire one, and Kruger out at the top of the blue paint. Takes it in the Golden Bear chest. Holds on for a whistle.
Well, you see the team there, the team defense transitioning into offense as they come in. Petizian was able to get it down low. Brady Gilmore down low to Adam McCormick. Wrist shot got away. Tried to get it in front, but there you see the blocking out ability. Matt Fontaine back in support. Jaden Platts stopping the offenders from getting in there, the attackers from getting in there. And, again, we're seeing no surprise that we're here nothing early into this second period because of plays like that.
Petizian against Patterson. It's gummed up off the face-off, but Sexsmith's able to push it forward. It's played in by Florchuk. Krokop. Here's Gilmore. Gilmore up over the line. He'll spin away. Play it in front. Hall will fire. That one bleeds it just wide on the glove side of Ethan Kruger. Here's Prokop. Up over the line. Here's Keating. Keating. Here's Morgan. Puts it in front. Gilmore couldn't knock it down. Here's a play down in the near side corner boards. Keating watching on as Patterson battles for that puck. Here's Austin Keating. Keating from behind the goal, back to Ross McDougall. McDougall will wait, fire, knocked down in front. It'll come to Patterson now for the Golden Bears, and he'll just shift one lightly through the neutral zone. McDougall will stretch out Morgan on a change. Here's Morgan. Wilms driving the goal. Cody Morgan tries to find Wilms going to the goal. Here's McDougall from the back end, fires one wide.
Alberta got away with one there, and that long shift here coming in. Ross McDougall recognizing that they were doing it. He got away with it, stripped the puck up there to Cody Morgan. And that's a bit of a bullet dodged here for the Golden Bears.
Here's Nurse. We will spin away, top of the circle here for the Golden Bears. He tries to play it across the trolley. It's Carroll inside his own zone. Over to Nole. Nole tries to stretch one out. That'll roll into the Golden Bears bench. We'll get a whistle here. 15:07 left to go in the second period. Nobody's been able to dent the twine here so far.
Well, and the thing is Ethan Kruger going to get in the heads of the UNB Reds. Here he is. He hasn't allowed a goal in this whole tournament. You know, are they going to be coming in, squeezing the stick a little bit harder? You saw Cody Morgan, who really had the shooting lane, chose to make the pass to Jason Wilms. Now that, if you got that shooting lane and you're a guy like Cody Morgan, let the biscuit go. You know what to do with the 30 goals last year with London. You know, he had a great year here, 29 out of 20 game pace here for the Reds. You get in that lane, you're not going to get many better chances than that. Let it go.
Member of the AUS All-Rookie team is Cody Morgan. Through the neutral zone, there's another All-Rookie in Jacket Smallwood. He'll spin away. For Canada West, Platts. Through the neutral zone. Here's Sproul. Sproul plays it cross ice. Smallwood's able to skate into it. Here's Jack and Smallwood in behind the goal. Sproul and Hall converge there, and it'll come back to Platts. Platts will fire one. He's trying to find Ladigan standing in front. There's another one. Sproul can't knock it down with the glove. It's turned over inside the blue line. Carson will chip it in. Blue rims it on around Corbet. He'll meet it there. He'll take a whack at a double tap, and he'll come back into the neutral zone. Carson back to McDougall. He'll send one rink wide. Nole will skate in with 4-on-2 here for the Reds. Nole drops one off to Sproul. Sproul cut to the middle. Fire one. Kruger. The save. Corbet had a shot attempt there with the slot. He'll pick it back up. Comes to Nole from McDougall in front. Shot on. Carson trying to get in front of the eyes of Ethan Kruger as Sproul now battles for that puck with Carson. Fontaine joining the mix down low. Back up top, it comes to Nole across McDougall. Finds Macaulay. Carson, he'll fire one, and Ethan Kruger was well there to make the save. Rizzuzo takes a chop, and Platt picks his stick back up, playing with it upside down like a ringette stick, but it's chipped back through the neutral zone. Here's Volcan with Rizzuzo. Volcan will fire. Save made! Rizzuzo at the gaping net. He whistled it wide, didn't get all the lumber on that one.
Well, a great transition there by University of Alberta, but what a fantastic effort by Justin Nole coming back as the U of A got on their horse in a hurry here. See again, once this duo coming in, Nolan Volcan, what's he do? Gets her in. There's a great save by Sam Richard. Look at Nole coming back, able to get the stick on it, and that goes over the net. I'm not sure whether that was Nole or Richard, but either way, the two of them combined, and what a great exchange there for the Golden Bears. Best chance of this period for them.
Face off down to the left of Kruger. Controlled by Frederick, gets it to Prokop. Prokop through the middle. Patterson will chip and chase as McCormick tries to stick a fork in it. Patterson continues forward. He's stick lifted there by Carroll. Carroll will stop up in the corner and play it over to McCormick. Adam McCormick back to Noah Carroll. Carroll looking for an outlet. He'll find one in Petesian through the center ice area off of his skate, and Prokop winds it back up. Patterson plays it in. And the Golden Bears offside. That'll give some time for Carroll to pick that puck up. Come through center ice. Noah Carroll plays it in. Frederick going in behind the net. He'll rim it around to Florchuk. Florchuk kicks it out to McGregor, but it's McKay who will gather it up to Nole. Here's Nole. Down into the corner, gets it up to McKay, kicks it off to Petesian. Hits the official on the blue line. Petesian sends it far side. Up over the line, a drag and a fire there. And a slap of the puck as it comes out off that kick pike there from number 42 in white, Cole McKay.
U of A has sort of had to make some adjustments in the tournament here, Bo. You look at it last shift out there, a guy like Josh Patterson, he moved up from the fourth line into the second line in the absence of, we had Justin Hall going down, Ryan Hughes going down on that big hit on the major penalty in game one. You get a guy like Daniil Ladigan moving up under the third line with Justin Hall and Jack and Smallwood. So Ian Herbers is sort of missing a couple of good players here in Adam Hall and in Ryan Hughes, and the adjustments have been made, and those bodies are going to take on a bit of a different assignment for the Ian Herbers coach squad.
Here's Corbet battling down in behind the goal. He'll get it around to Baber. Baber centers one in front. That was Nurse who went driving into the goal of Ethan Kruger. Nurse around. Baber. The bottom of the circle up to Nole. Nole lays it down. Isaac Nurse lets it roll through, and in that corner is Morgan. A centering pass off the skate of Nurse. Second attempt gets to Smallwood. He'll send it rink wide. That one will ricochet up into the UNB bench. 11:30 left to go here in period number 2. Still scoreless.
Well, if you're looking into what on the defensive side of things, I think Charlie Cameron, Rob Henniger, and Gardner McDougall, they would be quite content with playing the defensive side of things. There has been some good exchanges here on the opening side, and the chances that have been given have been good. You know, shots on goal in this period, 8-4 in favor, 8-3 in favor of UNB, but a lot of shots being made, not all of them getting through. But there has been several good chances that have really tested Ethan Kruger and Samuel Richard in this game.
Flats the Plouffe over to Prezuzzo. He'll play it into the zone. It's picked up by McDougall. Ross McDougall over to Noah Carroll. They'll play pitch and catch in their own zone. Back across to Carroll with a head of steam through the neutral zone. They'll chip it by and grab that puck in the half wall near side. Rim it on around. Jason Wilms in behind the goal. Closed off by Platts. Morgan tries to swoop in and pick that puck up. Plouffe knocks Morgan off the puck. It started out by Prezuzzo. Prezuzzo chips it by Carroll. McDougall able to play it back into the neutral zone. Morgan shifts it. Plouffe goes cross ice. Frederick make that play up and into the zone. Here's Prezuzzo up over the line. He'll try and fire one. McDougall sprawled down in front of that one. Sakiewicz from the back end plays it down into the near side corner. First side corner, boards across. Frederick whistles one around. It'll come up top. Here's Fontaine. Fontaine, top of the circle. Gets it off, and there's a shot from a bad angle again. Blocked there by Ross McDougall, and Jason Wilms to get it out over the line. He'll play it off to McDougall. Ross McDougall up over the line. Backhands one in. Gloved down by Kruger with 10:20 to go here in period 2.
Well, you're looking good. I mean, Alberta looking good here in this. They got the zone attack. Comes in, the puck comes into the corner. But there you see a guy like Ross McDougall getting in that shooting lane, getting the stick out in front. Excellent position coming back. And that makes it difficult for a guy like Tyler Prezuzzo, who's had his way. That play ensued there coming back where Matt Fontaine was able to see Jared Frederick try to go back door. But again, the passing lane isn't there because of the defensive structure of UNB coming in, making it very difficult to get any kind of quality shot on Samuel Richard.
Well, both teams play as a unit here, and that's why just about halfway through the second period, we've yet to find one tickle the twine. Petitian to Pinard. Back down low, Petitian, much smaller in stature, battles with Patterson. It's chipped to the blue line. Pinard takes a second whack at it. It'll roll back to McCormick. McCormick to Connor Hall. To Petitian. Petitian will chip it into the Golden Bears zone. Here's Florchuk. Comes rink wide and penetrating the zone. Here's Prokop. Prokop in the backhand. Kicked aside by Richard. Centered out. That one intended for Florchuk. Doesn't get there. Gilmore sends it to Simon Pinard. Pinard up over the blue line. Sticked away there by Frederick, and he'll quickly transition that puck back to Prokop.
The stick with Frederick there, recognizing Samara was coming with speed, able to nullify it. Good job by him.
Here's Justin Nolet. Over to McCormick. McCormick finds Macaulay Carson through center. He can't get by Sakiewicz. It'll roll down onto Kruger. With 9:20 left to go here in period number 2. We're still scoreless from the Eastlink Center in Charlottetown between the UNB Reds and the University of Alberta Golden Bears.
This season, catch the best in Atlantic University sport excitement at home or on the go with AUS TV. Soccer, rugby, football, volleyball, hockey, basketball, and more. Tune in at AUSTV.ca. All your favorite university teams showcasing their talents in one place. AUS TV, powered by Bell Alliance. They bring it to the court. They bring it to the field. They bring it to the ice. And now they bring it to you. Presented by Subway, the official fuel of Atlantic University sport.
Scoreless here halfway through the second period between the Alberta Golden Bears and the UNB Reds. I'll tell you what, it's been a pleasure here up in the booth to be able to call these games, but none of it would be possible without the crew from Universum Media, their technical production crew. They've been working here all week long. There's a great shot. I believe that's Matt Kavanaugh. All the guys and girls that work on this event, making us sound so sweet up here in the booth, and you know, without them, this wouldn't be possible. They've done a whale of a job here, Norman.
Well, not only this weekend, Bo, you and I, we watched the basketball championships going on. You look at this Stevie Stapleton down there in the corner, the seasoned veteran here. They've been doing it, and you know, we're really fortunate to have the crew of Universim, guy like Ed in the truck with his experience with Olympics and Columbus and everything else, and you know, it makes for a great progress, and they can make us look pretty good too, buddy. So we're pretty thankful for the fine technical support that we receive up here in the booth. Great job by everybody.
All hands on deck there as we got a good look at Matt McLean out there, the son of Scott, who is the operator of Universim Media. So it's all hands on deck. We couldn't do this without them.
Well, Scotty's probably going to have a pretty good break after the Canada Games experience and how the Youth Cup coming on the heels of that. And he's been logging yeoman hours, and he's got every able body in on it, and he's going to be taking a well-deserved
Here's a
break.
stretch pass picked off by Frederick Gilmore, who's sneaking to the far blue line. Smallwood across to Platts. Platts penetrates the zone here for the Golden Bears. He'll take it down the board, try and center one out. It'll roll off, and there's a play by McDougall. He'll find Pinard. He's got Batizian with him. Pinard off to Batizian. Tries to get it back to Gilmore. Floor truck down on one knee. Gets a stick on it, and Prokop, he can skate into it for the Golden Bears. Here's Prokop, gets it off. Floor truck will play it in and around, but Richard will stop it right in behind his net. Tries to rim it on around, it'll bounce out. Prokop tries to fire one, all there to nullify that opportunity. It'll come to Batizian. Batizian will chip it out by Plouffe, and it'll roll down. Here's Plouffe. Plouffe from his own zone here, still scoreless. 7:35 to go here in period number 2. Norman, we've seen a couple of mistakes in this hockey game. It feels like there's a lot of bending, no breaking. There's going to have to, it seems like it's going to take a costly mistake here for a puck to tickle the twine.
Well, like I said earlier, Bo, I don't like to tease with that old word, but I think overtime is looming, as Danny Gallivan always used to articulately say back in the years of his covering the Canadians, of course. But you know, this is just this is a chess match. It's turning into it, and it's getting tighter and tighter as the game progresses.
McCormick shatters his stick there on the shot attempt. He's playing without one. Nole tries to poke it away. Here's an opportunity. Stepped up there. Good read, Justin Nole. He'll lead the charge up over the blue line. Play it down to Wilms. He's watched there by Davidson. Keating sweeping in. Gets it back to Wilms in behind the goal, but Davidson's able to skate into it here for the Golden Bears. He'll play one to Volcan, off to Prezuzzo. Prezuzzo. He'll rim it on around. Richard will stop it up in behind the goal for the Reds. Look for an outlet option. Finds the stick of Noah Carroll, but he's closed off there by Fontaine. Here's Baber for the Reds. Sauces one up. It's off a shin pad. Keating battling with Frederick. He allows a breakaway. Here's Morgan in. Cody Morgan puts it through the 5-hole and solves the question of Ethan Kruger. It's 1-0 UNB Reds.
Oh, I tell you something that has been broke is the scoreless track record here of Ethan Kruger. Is the puck popped loose, and it's a foot race there. You saw Jared Friedrich getting tied up with, I think it was Simon Pinard. Cody Morgan get on his horse, just outraced Joel Smecksmith just by a little bit, kept the feet driving the whole time. You can see it, sees the opening, slips it in the wickets. Big goal there for the UNB Reds, coming in the last 6 minutes of this second period here.
There's the salute from the AUSL rookie Cody Morgan as he is the first to tickle the twine here inside Charlottetown. Here's Smallwood back the other way for the Golden Bears on the attack. Plays it down low, a centering feed off his skate, played back into the neutral zone. It's picked up by Noah Carroll. Here's Carroll to Carson. Leaves it there for Sproul. Sproul up over the blue line. He'll cut to the center. He'll fire one, missing the glove side. Up over the line, here's Justin Hall. Hall will chip and chase down inside the red zone. So it's Baber with the assist on that goal for Cody Morgan. Nole up over the line. Can't make a play around Plouffe. He's been very active in the back end here for the UNB Reds. One of those forward turn defensemen here for Gardner McDougall. Petizia. From the corner boards, he'll cycle it down low to Carroll. Carroll fresh off the bench. Madigan takes a whack at it. Gilmore cycles it back. Platts picks it up in behind the goal, plays it off to Hall. Hall bounces it out off the boards. It comes to McCormick. Adam McCormick gets it to Gilmore. Gilmore finds Petizian streaking through center. Florchuk gets a stick on it. Pinard can't handle the rolling puck. He'll pick it up now and stride over the line, cut towards the center, fire one, and that one again blocked by Jaden Platts. There's a play off the boards. That puck will roll in onto Richard. He'll leave it there for McCormick. Adam McCormick off the stick of Baber inside the zone. He'll go after Klug. Baber gets a stick on it. Nurse plays it back down low to Baber. Baber tries to center it out to Cody Morgan. They battle for that puck. Here's Morgan in behind. He's all over, draped all over there by Florchuk. Kicks it into Nurse in the middle, top of the circle. Can't get a shot away, and the Golden Bears will play it back through the neutral zone. Dawson Davidson tries to charge up. Patterson knocks it out of the air. Patterson across to Davidson in front. McDougall there again. Florchuk drops it back, and here's a shot from Pope. Traffic in front, just bleeds wide on the glove side of Samuel Richard and comes back out.
Josh Patterson doing what he should be doing, getting in there, trying to take the eyes away of Sam Richard, but you talked about it again. Ross McDougall coming in, making it difficult for the attacking forwards of the University of Alberta Golden Bears, but all kinds of stuff going on here, Bo. It's 4:09 left here in this period. Shot 17-14, but I like the response here from University of Alberta as you look at their bench, and you might see in behind there a couple of individuals, Kenny McCormick and Billy Murr. These are two guys who have become part of the University of Alberta family. They're from Halifax, Nova Scotia. They met in 2015 at the U Cup Championship, and they become part of the family as Billy helps the trainers, Kenny helps the rest of the team, and they've become part of the University of Alberta family, even filled in with UBC the year that Alberta didn't make the U Cup when it was last held in Halifax. So a couple of connections here locally making a difference here, and a big support for this University of Alberta program.
Carson will float one down to Kruger. He'll leave it off there for Frederick. Frederick trying to stretch out McGregor here in a change. McGregor tries to work it into Weave in the middle. Pass in behind McDougall. Will pick it up. Play it off to Nolay. Here's Nolay. Up to Keating. Keating couldn't get a stick on it. So 3:31 to go. An offensive zone face-off here for the Alberta Golden Bears.
UNB almost got caught in their long change as well, too, as they were 5 men on. Stretch pass made up as U of A tried to take advantage of that change happening, but weren't able to convert on that one here as they bring out the big line here. Fontaine, Prasuzo, Volkin. See if they can get the Bears back on the board here with another strong shift.
Here's Sexsmith off the boards, puts one in front. Nobody home for the Golden Bears. It's picked up by Dawson Davidson. He'll push around the back of the goal. Watch there by McDougall. He stops up, tries to spin away, tries to center it to Fontaine. Keating will pick it off. He'll make a move through the neutral zone, chip it in, and chase down after Fontaine. Fontaine makes a play with it, tries to get it up, does to Prasuzo. Here's Davidson now. Davidson off to Fontaine. Fontaine into the middle to Davidson. Prasuzo will pick it up. He'll stride it wide. Center one in front. And that one knocked out by Hall and Gilmore. Starts back here for the Reds. He'll play it off the boards to Morgan. He'll play it in, and Gilmore will continue on after that puck in behind. He's closed off there by Platts. Petizian knocked off by Volcan. Carroll pinching in from the point. He'll keep that puck alive. Play it down low. Here's Carroll to Gilmore. He'll have it off of his stick. Poof. Through the neutral zone. Pinard gets a stick on it back in, and the Reds will wait to touch up here on the delayed offside. Platts. Cross ice to Poof. Sending it up, and that one will roll into the University of Alberta Golden Bears bench.
Well, there's Ethan Kruger. You know, how will he respond to the goal that just, he hasn't had much to deal with that adversity. You know, it was a great shot by Cody Morgan coming in. Kruger has been outstanding. I'm sure his head's in the right spot. He'll be rebounding from that, saying, you know what, they got one by me. They're not going to get two. That's the mentality.
So the
126 minutes so far, shutout time.
The 21-22 runners up, the Alberta Golden Bears trailing 1-0 here against the UNB Reds. Late in period number 2. Here's Nurse. Back to McCormick. McCormick, he'll fire. Kruger takes it into the crest. He'll hold on. Offensive zone faceoff coming up here for the UNB Reds with 2:01 left to go in period number 2.
Well, if you're U of A, you want to make sure that you come out of here, keep this a 1-0 hockey game at worst. Right? You want to make sure get the face-off going on here. They've been very dominant here in that regard over the better, for them, a lot of them have been take out a few players. Everyone's been kind of even on the face-offs. As you see, Corbeil wins one there.
McDougall to Macaulay Carson. He'll get it off to McCormick. McCormick goes rink wide to McDougall off of his skate. Shortstop tries to gain the lane to that puck. He'll make a pass through the middle. Here's Davidson off the Prokop. He'll fire one high up on the butterfly Samuel Richard. He'll take it off the chest and hold on.
A good chance there for U of A to come back as Florchuk got them, everyone going. Dawson Davidson's decided to drive through the middle. Shooting lane being closed off there. He tried to get it on net. Probably would have liked to get that down a little bit on the paddings, see if he could get a rebound coming to the on-charging Dawson Davidson, but Samuel Richard was able to turn that one aside fairly easily.
Face off down to the left of Richard here with 1:45 left to go here in period number 2. Hall knocked off, but he gets it to Corbeil. Corbeil back to Connor Hall. Big 77. Tries to find Carson through the middle. It'll redirect off of his stick. Here's Sexsmith. Scroll right into the forecheck. Centers one in. Corbeil with a glorious opportunity. Ethan Kruger says, no way, not today.
You talk about that. You're coming back, and he said, after getting that first goal, what's the response going to be? I think we found out in a hurry. Joel Sexsmith ripped it over. Emmett Sproul looking up, head over. One-timer, great save by Ethan Kruger. Love it.
Face off down to the left here of Kruger. Gilmore can't win that face off, and that means the Golden Bears will possess. A pass intended there for Smallwood by Frederick will go again for the length.
The goaltending to Bo in this U-Sport level, really. I mean, we're looking at here. We had Nathan Torchia, goaltender of the year. Ethan Kruger, Canada West second-team All-Star. Jonathan Lemieux from Concordia, Rookie of the Year. Samuel Richard, the U-Sport Rookie of the Year. The goaltending has just been outstanding and incredibly deep, and really bodes well for not only they're really good, they're really young.
Youth of aplenty there as well. Carl Tedachuk,
yes.
Samuel Richard, Ethan Kruger. Here's McCormick. Stagger steps, Kruger the save, diving across. The rebound was there for Petizian. He couldn't shovel it up and over.
Another great save there by Kruger. That was a hard shot. McCormick had the angle. He had to fight through traffic to see that. Great job with Kruger.
Smallwood uses some traffic. He'll just shape one wide of Samuel Harvey as we get down 38 seconds left to go here in period number 2. A stretch pass. Finds Ladigan. Make that Fontaine. Fontaine tries to play it in behind. Hall will come in, get it to Wilms. Off to Isaac Nurse. He'll send one to Keating, but it's off the boards and quickly turned back. Wilms shovels it in behind. Nurse will be the first one on it for the Reds. Nurse goes down low and hits that yellow kick plate and rattles around to Noah Carroll. Carroll to Wilms. Tries to make a play with it. It's back in his paraphernalia, and he's able to backhand one, but Carroll can't knock it down. 5 seconds to go. Richard out to handle it. He'll get it off to Connor Hall, and he'll drag out the end of this second period. UNB Reds strike 13 minutes and 17 seconds into period number 2. And they'll lead 1-0.
Well, they got the all-important goal that they wanted, Bo. I mean, you're looking at two teams that are just playing a classic playoff game here. Two storied programs, two tremendously deep teams, two very structured teams as well, too. They're executing their game plan to perfection. The one opportunity where they did come through and they got the quick break through center ice, Cody Morgan was able to to capitalize on it. But, you know, we've seen some great saves. I mean, that great comeback save by Ethan Kruger on the Ben Corbet one-timer. I mean, if U of A comes back into this game and they make it, and they get back in, tie it up, they can be thanking number 31 for that one, or number 30 on that one for sure.
So it's 1-0 here after 40 minutes inside the Eastlink Center. Happy to be joined by the goal scorer for the UNB Reds, Cody Morgan. Cody, it's all deadlocked at zeros after the first period of play. In the second, you're able to get your team on the board. But take us through this hockey game here. The pace is fast, the game is tight, and it's physical out there.
Yeah, they're a great team. You know, I think we're doing a good job at getting the puck behind them and making their D turn and working them down low. And you know, we just got to keep the pressure on here in the third and, you know, hopefully get the 2 points here.
Take us through your goal there. 13 minutes and 17 seconds in through that second period. You're able to get your team on the board.
Yeah, I just kind of saw, I think it was Baber with the puck. He flipped it out. So I just kind of tried to get there. And Keats did a hell of a job to free me up there, kind of take away the D-man. And the puck was sitting there. And I've been kind of married to 5-hole all year. And the guys kind of give me crap. But I mean, luckily I slid it through the wickets, and you know, anytime you can help your team in any way, I'll be able to, or I want to do that.
So, Cody, we know the pride in wearing that UNB Reds logo on the front of your chest. A winning tradition here at UNB. You got a couple of guys in your locker room that know a thing or two about winning, but what's the message here heading into the final 20 to get this job done here in Charlottetown tonight?
Yeah, win a period, win a game. That's all we're worried about. All we're worried about is getting the win, and that's all we care about. So.
Well, Cody, thank you for joining us here, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Win a period, win a game. Doesn't get much simpler than that. That's where they are right now. 1-0 is where we stand. We're going to be back here, coming back after the break in the 2023 Cavendish Farms U-Cup from Charlottetown.
Sprinkled, drizzled, or straight up. There's a million ways to eat Cavendish Farms fries, but only one way to make them. The right way. Cavendish Farms fries, made our way, enjoyed your way.
Certaines personnes arrivent à l'université en sachant ce qu'elles vont faire dans la vie. D'autres viennent pour le découvrir. Peu importe la raison, elles trouveront leur chemin à l'Université d'Ottawa. Un chemin vers la connaissance et vers le succès. Vous étudierez avec des professeurs qui sont des leaders dans leur domaine. 89 d'entre eux sont titulaires de chaires de recherche du Canada. Tout au long de votre parcours, des mentors, des conseillers et des accompagnateurs vous appuieront pour que vous développiez votre plein potentiel.
Here are the nominees for the Father George Kehoe Memorial Award as the 2023 Fox 40 U Sports Men's Hockey Coach of the Year. Voici les candidats pour le prix commémoratif le Père George Kehoe présenté à l'entraîneur de l'année Fox 40 U Sport. Des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Tyler Nogler, Université St. Mary's University. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Andrew Wilkins, Université Lakehead University. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Mark Howell, Université de Calgary, University of Calgary. Le lauréat du prix commémoratif, le Père George Kehoe, présenté à l'entraîneur de l'année Fox 40 U-Sport est, the winner of the Father George Kehoe Memorial Award as the 2023 Fox 40 U-Sports Men's Hockey Coach of the Year is Mark Howell, University de Calgary, University of Calgary.
They don't do it for the likes or for the shares. They do it for the fun of it, for the thrill, for the camaraderie, for the memories. CBC Sports, just because they love it.
The nominees for the Goaltender of the Year in U-Sports Men's Hockey are, en nomination pour le prix du gardien de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport 2023, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Samuel Richard, Université du Nouveau-Brunswick, UNB. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Nathan Torkia, Université de Windsor, University of Windsor. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Carl Tedachuk, Université de Calgary, University of Calgary. Le gardien de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport est, the 2023 U-Sports Goaltender of the Year is, Nathan Torkia, Université de Windsor, University of Windsor.
Welcome back inside the East Link Center after 40 minutes of play in this championship hockey game at the Cavendish Farms U Cup. It's the UNB Reds leading the Alberta Golden Bears by a score of 1-0. They've kind of taken over the face-off circle. How many shot attempts have we seen at the net here where both teams are able to get their bodies in front of it?
Oh, you're talking about a total commitment to team defense on both sides, and I don't think we should be surprised at either one of that on either side, Bo. We've seen it over the course of the tournament here. You know, the big thing is that the chances, there's been a few really high quality chances that have come out here, and you know, the exceptional save by Ethan Kruger coming in. But the one opportunity that they were able to convert on was when you had Jared Frederick and Austin Keating getting tied up in the neutral zone, one-on-one battle there. The puck pops loose. Joel Sexsmith tried to come in, and I know Cody Morgan's teammates might have been razzing him about going 5-hole all the time. I think they're giving him a little bit of a pat on the shoulder and say, hey, thanks for doing your thing, Cody, and giving us the lead right now.
Married to the 5-hole, Cody Morgan gets the UNB Reds on the board in the second. 1-0 after 2.
The nominees for the Dr. Randy Gregg Award presented to the student who excels in hockey, academics, and community involvement are les candidats pour le prix de Dr. Randy Gregg pour l'excellence dans le hockey, les études et l'engagement communautaire sont des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Matthew Welsh, Université St. Mary's University. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Duncan Campbell, Université Queen's University. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Connor Blake, Université Mount Royal University. Le lauréat du prix, le Dr. Randy Gregg pour l'engagement communautaire est, the winner of the Dr. Randy Gregg Award for Community Service is, Matthew Welsh, Université St. Mary's University.
Some people come to university knowing exactly what they want to do in life. Others come to discover it. Either way, there's a path for them at U Ottawa. A path to knowledge, a path to success. You study with professors who are leaders in their field. 89 of them hold Canada Research Chairs. Along your path, you will find student mentors, counselors, and coaches. All there to give you the support you need to be the best you can be.
It's that moment again. The one you dream of every night. La seule chose qui te préoccupe, c'est la gloire. Le cheminement de la réussite. Of pushing yourself further than ever before. But the true glory is in the shadows. Les sacrifices que tu fais. Quand toutes les chances sont contre toi. When you can't push one more second. Chase the glory. Visez haut.
The nominees for the Claire Drake Award presented to the U Sports Men's Hockey Rookie of the Year are, en nomination pour le prix Claire Drake présenté à la recrue de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport 2023, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Samuel Richard, Université du Nouveau-Brunswick, UNB, du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Jonathan Lemieux, Université Concordia University, et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Joachim Smallwood, Université de l'Alberta, University of Alberta. Le lauréat du prix Claire Drake présenté à la recrue de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport A, the winner of the Claire Drake Award as the U Sports Men's Hockey Rookie of the Year is Samuel Richard, Université du Nouveau-Brunswick, UNB.
Sprinkled, drizzled, or straight up. There's a million ways to eat Cavendish Farms fries, but only one way to make them. The right way. Cavendish Farms fries. Made our way. Enjoyed your way.
This season, catch the best in Atlantic University sport excitement at home or on the go with AUS TV. Soccer, rugby, football, volleyball, hockey, basketball, and more. Tune in at AUSTV.ca. All your favorite university teams showcasing their talents in one place. AUS TV, powered by Bell Alliant. They bring it to the court. They bring it to the field. They bring it to the ice. And now they bring it to you. Presented by Subway, the official fuel of Atlantic University sport.
The nominees for the Senator Joseph A. Sullivan Trophy as the U Sports Men's Hockey Player of the Year are, en nomination pour le trophée du sénateur Joseph A. Sullivan présenté à l'athlète de l'année U-Sport en hockey masculin, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Liam Howell, Université Saint-FX University, du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Simon Lafrance, Université du Québec à Trois-Rivières, UQTR, et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Riley Sawchuk, Université Mount Royal University. Le lauréat du trophée Joseph A. Sullivan décerné au joueur de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport A, the winner of the Senator Joseph A. Sullivan Trophy as the U-Sports Player of the Year in men's hockey is Simon Lafrance, Université du Québec à Trois-Rivières, UQTR. Hey, U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome back inside the Eastlink Center here for period number 3 of the championship game from the Cavendish Farms University Cup here in Charlottetown. There's a look, Ethan Kruger, he's turned aside 20 shots in this hockey game. Samuel Richard remains perfect with 15 stops of his own. They're going to be relied on heavily here in period number 3, Norm.
That they are for sure, Bo, and you know, we have to look at it. 2,800 people, I would say, in here tonight. All the viewers listening on CBC Sports, CBC Gem, wherever you're watching this game, you're being treated outstanding hockey. And, you know, we've always talked about how this U Sport men's hockey product is maybe underappreciated, maybe lacking a little bit on the notoriety side of things. But those who follow it on a regular basis fully understand how good these student athletes are. And we got to keep reminding them that these are students first who happen to be playing the sport of hockey, either for their institution predominantly, but possibly looking at extending their future as well too, as we know many of them will over the course of their time.
Volcan beats that puck out as it's sent in. Swinging around, there's Prezuzzo. Prezuzzo working that puck down low, battled with Wilms. Carroll will watch on as that puck comes free. Golden Bears, Volcan tries to make a play. Nurse will play it rink wide, and Platts will skate into it. Carson able to nullify that clearing attempt. Patterson forced to get back inside his blue line. He plays it back, and Blue will start it out over center. Gilmore to Noah Carroll. Carroll goes rink wide to Ross McDougall off the boards, and Florchuk skates into it. Florchuk plays it to Smallwood. He'll fire one up over the blocker of Richard. Davidson forces one back in. Carroll, he's taken down by Fontaine as that puck's backhanded off the glass. Pinard gets it off his body to Petizian. He just overskated that one. Here's Florchuk to Fontaine. Fontaine up over center, plays it down to Florchuk. He'll rim it around to Jack and Smallwood. Smallwood tries to make a play. McCormick gets it to Pinard. Davidson gets it to Smallwood. Smallwood reverses one back, and Sexsmith will handle it from his blue line. Across to Dawson. Davidson. Davidson to Sexsmith. Lays it up through the middle of the ice. That one can't find a stick, and it will go for icing. I'll tell you what, we give a lot of credit, Norman, to the staff and the teams, the coaching staff, the teams for their preparation, their student athletes. We get a look at the UNB bench. There's a lot of guys behind the scenes, whether it be the athletic therapists, whether it be the equipment managers. They spoil these guys. They make them feel like professionals. A lot of hours spent in the rink here in Charlottetown this week.
Well, they are the unsung heroes of any program, Bo, and you know, you and I have seen firsthand some of the work that people have done with various programs. Not only at the major junior level or the college level, but major junior level as well too. And they put in time, and the amount of dedication that they have, often for very little remuneration, more about the pride of the program, pride of the team. And we got to tip our hat to them for sure.
Here are the Golden Bears. The Reds, they're up by 1. They have to play, though, like this is, they're down 1 or even a tie hockey game through the final stages of this third period. The Golden Bears, they need to come with some desperation here in the final frame. It's McCormick, closed off there by Hall. He's able to get it to Ross McDougall through the middle of the ice. Here's Baber, up over center ice, over the blue line. Baber will turn and fire that one high and over the goal. McKay on the puck pursuit. He'll send it back, rink wide, near side corner. Isaac Nurse, he says hello, Mr. Weave, and good night as he knocks him down with a body check. We didn't see a whole lot of that big physicality in the second, but Isaac Nurse looking to wrap things and fire things back up here in the third.
Oh, good clean hit. And Cam Weave is coming up. Oh, no! Isaac Nurse being Isaac Nurse. Goes at him hard.
Picked up in behind the goal. Sakowicz gets it up to Weave. He's closed off again by Wills. McDougall will send that puck in. He takes a body check there from Trolley.
It's in the Trolley tracks.
Keating will rim it on around, and Morgan tries to take a poke at it. He's battling there with Wilms against Weave and Trolley. Sakowicz takes a poke at it down in the near side. boards. Cycled out to Wilms. Wilms comes back up top. Here's McDougall looking for a lane. He'll fire one, and Kruger will make the save. Rebound rolls away. McDougall knocks it down with the glove. Fires one in front. Keating with an opportunity there. Here's Wilms. He'll fire. Rattling off the back glass. It'll come to Ross McDougall. He'll drag and fire, and Kruger will make the save.
Well, tough assignment there for the fourth line coming out. Of course, they're getting limited minutes here tonight, and Ian Herbert's trying to work them in, but they were hemmed in pretty hard. It all started with that good hard check by Isaac Nurse. That sort of stemmed it back the other way. There you see Captain Jason Wilms doing the same thing. You got guys like Keating, Wilms, Cody Morgan. They're going to make it difficult. That's a bit of a matchup that you don't want to have, but you know, good on Weeb, good on those guys for getting in, taking the punishment, taking the hits, doing whatever they could to try to keep the Reds at bay.
Curtis Trolley, he also found Ross McDougall in the train tracks there out in the neutral zone. So Alberta tried to answer back their own physical play. Smallwood tries to play at the floor. Chuck that handcuffs McCormick at the blue line. He'll spin away at his own blue line and hammer one hard off the boards. Kruger takes it off the backboards, puts it back in behind. It's rimmed around. Florchuk out off the boards. He'll send one through center ice. Smallwood off to Fontaine. Fontaine driving the goal. He'll try and send one in towards Richard. It'll go up into the protective meshing. 15:37 left to go here in the third period.
I love how that line attacks with speed to get Smallwood, Florchuk. They were really going, generating lots of speed through the neutral zone. Good puck movement, cross ice pass, and attacking the blue line with pace. I like that. Fun line to watch.
Face off down to the right here of Richard. Patterson in against Baber. Baber will win that face off back, and Carroll will play it. Not one penalty called yet so far through this hockey game. We're about 45 minutes in.
I'll tell you what, you got to tip the hat to Mike Langan and Jesse Gore tonight. You know, these guys work. They're no different. They're trying to get the gold medal game like all the other guys. This is the third team on the ice, and these guys have earned their stripes, and they're really keeping, you know, we talk, you don't want to jinx things with that no-hitter word, but, you know, game's going on here, and there hasn't been anything to call. They've really got the play, you know, well within the rules. Good physical play, just like that one there from Nolan Volkin.
Up through center ice, here's Emmett Spruill. Spruill backhands one across. Here's Macaulay Carson. He rings one up over the shoulder of Ethan Kruger. McCormick over to Ross McDougall. McDougall back to McCormick. He'll blast one off the backboard, centered out front. Corbet couldn't get a stick on it. An intentional shot there from McCormick as Spruill will turn and fire, and Kruger will hold on for a whistle.
Well, you see the lively bounce. You saw that coming in there in the afternoon game in the bronze medal where that worked in favor of the UQTR Patriot, but there was Adam McCormick, let it go. And look at the lively bounce. Dawson Davidson can't get in it.
Kruger got a stick on that.
Kruger got the stick on it, and that turned it away from Emmett Spruill, who was sitting right on the doorstep, ready to pounce on it.
Plouffe, a pass knocked down by Keating in behind. He'll retrieve, try to get it to Florchuk. It'll roll to Hall. Hall again. Sends one in off the backboards. It's rimmed on around. Smallwood plays it in the middle to Florchuk. Here's Morgan. He'll turn and fire that. Austin Keating will take a whack at it. Fontaine skates into it, leaves it there for Platts. Platts to Smallwood. Smallwood up through center ice. We'll play it to Fontaine up over the blue line. Fontaine tries to filter one through to Smallwood. Keating will play it there to Brady Gilmore. Gilmore through the neutral zone. He'll gain center, dump it in, head into the forecheck. Kruger will leave it there. It's reversed back, picked up by Jaden Platts for the Golden Bears. He gets it over to Dylan Plouffe. Plouffe back to Platts. Around to Prokop. See, Herbert's doing a little bit of line juggling there as we see Smallwood out with that top line with Fontaine there in that last opportunity.
You want to get him out as much as you can, see if they can make something happen, get your weapons all together.
Here's Gilmore, back the other way through the neutral zone on a turnover. Tries to make a move, and Plouffe's able to close him off. Back the other way. Here comes Sakowicz over center. Feeds one in, and Carroll knocks it down. Noah Carroll battling there. He'll get some help from Petezian as Justin Hall tries to work that puck free. Noah Carroll from under the goal line. Bounce it off the boards. Petezian can't handle it. Sakowicz tries to turn it back. Here's Baber inside the line. Cameron Baber will play it in. He takes a knock there from Prokop. Prokop will now grab that puck for the Golden Bears. Tries to play it through the middle. Nurse will turn in center ice. He'll take a clip there from Daniil Ladigan. Here's McKay. To Baber. He'll play it up into the bench. I tell you what, Norm. Isaac Nurse yesterday really elevated his game. I've seen a lot of step in his stride here in this third period. He just dodged one here.
Well, he's got the Memorial Cup experience, of course, in his time in Hamilton Bulldogs. He and Cade Landry, of course, who's haven't seen much in a while. I assume his injury is keeping him at bay over the rest of this game here, Bo. But, you know, there's physical play there that these guys love. You talk about engaging in that physical side of things. That's just something that Isaac Nurse loves to do, loves to get involved with the physical side. Plays with pace, plays hard. They're a dog, like you say. He got unglued offensively last night, too, as well.
Sproul will double touch that puck. It'll go through the rafters. Volkan has his stick knocked down, but we'll get a whistle here. And another face-off with 12:25 left to go in period 3.
Ian Herbers and Dallas Ansels are sitting over there scratching along their head with Rachel Weeb, wondering what do we got to do to get something going here. Time is not their friend right now. As you see, he's continuing to go with the line juggling, putting out Smallwood out there with Fontaine, taking Prokop off that line, seeing if they can make something there to see if that's the magic formula for this team. They had a great start to this period. They came out with a good jump, and you know, when you're looking back at starting a period, this was the line that came out to show that they had a very good sequence in that first shift of the game. And I think that's prompted Ian Herbers to say, you know what, I like what I saw so far. I think I'm going to stick with it.
The Alberta Golden Bears, their 4th straight final. They're looking to become the 3rd, 5th seed to ever win this University Cup. It hasn't been done since 1986-87 when it was done by the UQTR Patriot. Face-off one, McDougall. Plays it off the boards. It's in behind the goal of Kruger. Picked up there by Sproul. He's closed off by Platts along the half-wall boards. Platts will get that one out. Ladigan knocks it down, sends it rink wide. There's Prokop. He'll play it in. Justin Hall will go down and chase that puck down. Prokop battling for it. McCormick in there along with McDougall will come loose to Daniil Ladigan. Ladigan shut off there by McDougall. Sproul works it over to Corbeil. Corbeil through the middle to Macaulay Carson. Carson turned back there by Hall. Petesian off the bench. He'll skate into it 1-on-5. Chip and chase down into the near side corner. Petesian closed off there by Plouffe in behind the goal. Platts trying to work for that puck. Gilmore will swoop on in. Get it to Connor Hall. Hall fires one back in deep. Prokop will turn and fire that one off the glass. A bouncing puck that will roll down and not touch Samuel Richard. Go for icing with 11:22 left to go here in the 3rd period. The UNB Reds are going to get an offensive zone face-off.
Another part about that too, Bo, just touching on the University of Alberta side of things, they are looking for redemption after the tough double overtime loss last year against UQTR, and you know, these are teams are looking. Their record against UNB historically has been good, and as we go with trying to get to a pretty deliberate, it looked like a shot out of the net there to get the change by Dylan Plouffe, and it was one of those things where we're not having that out of play call, but that was a pretty deliberate. Looks like they're Mike Ladigan's over there talking, or Jesse Gore's talking to Ian Herbers, saying, you know what, that's a little bit of a deliberate play. I think that's a fair call in terms of saying, you know, listen, if you do pull that stunt again, probably going to be sitting for 2 or less. I don't have a problem with doing that, but that was clearly the intent of it.
It was fast, it was tight early on and physical. It's really slowed down. The Reds are content with thumbing things up. Keaton will take a one-time blast top of the circle. Rattle it off the shin pad. McCormick puts it in on Kruger. He'll stick it away. Smallwood out into the neutral zone. Keating will play it back in. Picked up there and sent across by Sexsmith. He'll get it to Smallwood. Smallwood streaking through center off to Forchuk. Forchuk back to Smallwood. And McDougall there to knock it away. Centered in front. Richard able to smother that one in front of the goal. as the Alberta Golden Bears are just trying to put pucks toward the goal and try and solve Samuel Richard.
Well, do what you can to try and make something happen. Even if it's a bad angle shot right now, if you can get the puck deep, see if you can throw something, see if something gets mishandled, whatever it might be, because the chances are really becoming few and far between over the course of this last 10 minutes of this period. Started off, U of A started with great pace. Looked like they were coming out. Since that time, shutdown mentality has been job one here for the UNB Reds.
Florchuk tries to work it back. Here's Macaulay Carson up over center ice. He'll get it to Corbeil. Corbeil with speed, drops his shoulder, centers one in front, off the stick of Kruger, turning and firing there. Down on his knees was Macaulay Carson. Back through the neutral zone. McDougall will send it across to Connor Hall. Hall gets one up the spool. He'll take it off the skate. Can't slam it into the zone. He'll come back. Hall to Ross McDougall. Up to Simon Pinard. Pinard knocks it down. Plouffe closes off. And here's Gilmore. Gilmore backhands one down and in. Petizian will go after Plouffe in the far side corner. Boards get it to Pinard. Pinard has that one knocked away. Here's Prezuzzo up over the line for the Golden Bears. Closed off by Nole. Gilmore will join in the mix. It's kicked loose by Patterson up top to Plouffe. Plouffe fires one off the backboards, comes to Prezuzzo. Prezuzzo back down low to Dawson Davidson, who's up front here, tries to center one out to Patterson off of his skate, rolls to Petizian. Volcan can't hold it in. Nole content with allowing the forecheck to come in. Keating stopped that one up and offside. Smallwood make that McGregor. 9:23 left to go here in the third period. It's a goal from Cody Morgan that has the UNB Reds up 1-0 over the Alberta Golden Bears here on CBC Sports from the Cavendish Farms UCA.
Sprinkled, drizzled, or straight up. There's a million ways to eat Cavendish Farms fries, but only one way to make them. The right way. Cavendish Farms fries. Made our way. Enjoyed your way.
Unbelievable! History has repeated itself!
Get the stories behind the glory. Watch, listen, stream, read CBC Sports.
Welcome back inside the Eastlink Center here. A great look at the UNB bench. They're leading 1-0 here in this third period. We're getting to the late stages of this championship game as the Alberta Golden Bears try and solve the puzzle that is Samuel Richard.
If you look at UNB, I mean, they're looking to secure their second consecutive win against the University of Alberta Golden Bears. You know, they defeated them in 2019 out there in Lethbridge, and Gardner McDougall would like nothing more than to be able to continue that tradition here in this game. But I think Alberta's going to have something to say about that, Bo, and it's been really tight in this third period. The quarters have been few and far between, and it's going to take I think it's going to take, much like the first goal where there was a collision at center ice, puck pops loose, Cody Morgan able to come in and do it. It's got that sort of same feel where it's going to be something where there's maybe a little overcommittal on someone in the defensive zone. It's going to be a redirect off a pass, rebound come out off into the high slot sort of area. It's just got that feel that it's not going to be a highlight reel goal. If anything is going to be coming here on U of A's part.
Here's Noah Carroll. Charging up off the defensive zone face-off. Tries to get it to Macaulay Carson. He'll lose his stick, have to chase it down. That'll give the Golden Bears a chance to exit their zone. Dawson Davidson up over the line. He'll fire one wide in the glove side. Macaulay Carson able to skate into it. Carson sticked away by Plouffe over to Prokop. Prokop gets it up to Davidson. He'll play it back to Prokop. Spinning away in the near side corner boards up top. Davidson tried to find Fontaine off the bench. Emmett Sproul though picks it up in the neutral zone. Here's Ladigan battling for it. Emmett Sproul comes loose with it. Sproul back up top. McCormick across to McDougall. McDougall rims it around the horseshoe. Baber can't get to it. McCormick coming pinching in. Able to keep that puck alive. He'll play it down low. Baber watched there by Plouffe. Plouffe trying to get into that loose puck is McKay. Baber doing yeoman-like work. Backdoor feed. Wow, what a pass there from Baber onto the stick.
Great pass,
Cole
great
McKay.
save. I mean, Ethan Kruger there going, looking like he was going the wrong way. Great awareness to realize it was coming back door. Top shelf save right there.
Isaac Nurse in behind the goal. He loses the possession as he's forced off of that puck, and Smallwood tries to get back. It's off the skate of the defender and back into the Golden Bears zone. Pinard hard on that puck pressure, gets it to Gilmore. Back to Pinard up top. Carroll plays it to Pinard. He'll cycle one down low to Gilmore. Gilmore gets it to Petesian. Under the goal line, Michael Petesian back up top. Ross McDougall sends one on around. Pinard will grab it. He'll center one out in front off the stick of Kruger. Golden Bears able to chip it back into the neutral zone. 7:23 left to go here in this third period. Gilmore rink wide, tried to go to Petesian. Florchuk will pick it off. He'll burst over the blue line. Here's Florchuk, tries to go to the back end. Rolls off, tries to send one in front. Gilmore gets it up to Pinard. He takes a whack, get it back into the neutral zone. Frederick gets it to Justin Hall. Here's Hall for the Golden Bears. Tries to get around Wilms, and Florchuk will help him out as he works it back to Frederick. Frederick to Sexton Smith. To Florchuk, he'll play it in far side corner. Prezuzzo, stick lifted by Keating in through the middle. It's tipped back out. Here's a pass to Volcan. Volcan can't chip it forward. UNB doing a great job of stacking up that blue line.
I was just going to say, look at the swarm mentality that they have. I mean, they're just not allowing Alberta to generate anything. Look, 4 guys right in around the puck. They're just outnumbering Alberta in all corners of the ice here. This is a really tough wall to penetrate here for Alberta, who are putting forth a good effort, but just no room being given.
Shots on goal, 29-16. Only one shot on goal here in the third period for the Golden Bears, as they look to try and solve. Samuel Richard by Connor Hall, but Nolay's there to retrieve that puck. He'll send it on around. Corbet hops underneath his stick. Plouffe will chase it down for the Golden Bears. Plouffe gets it back, and the Golden Bears will start it out. They try and send Trolley. Can't pick it up. Paul comes to Corbet. Over to Nurse near side boards. He'll fire one, and Ethan Kruger out at the top of the Blues will glove it down. So we get a look here. There's the David Johnson Cup. It's all shined up, ready to be distributed. There's a lot of green and yellow. There's a lot of black and red on that trophy, Norm.
Especially over the last 23 years. I mean, 8 apiece here, and you know, who's going to get the 9th one here tonight still remains to be seen. Still 5:39 to play. Anything can happen in this game, but you know, both of these coaches are familiar.
There's to McKay in front! Scores his second goal of the hockey game! He gives a pump of the chest, goes into the glass. Cody McKay, Johnny on the spot as Isaac Nurse creates the turnover. It's 2-0 UNB.
Wow, talk about taking advantage of the situation, Bo. UNB coming through, and Cody McKay, not a lot of limits. As you can see, the Alberta defender fell down twice. Isaac Nurse just pulled it in, waited for Ethan Kruger to commit. There you see it over the shoulder. Cody McKay making it happen here. Cole McKay, sorry, excuse me. And drove it in. Wow, what a big goal. 5:27 to go. It's going to be his 3rd point here of the tournament. 2nd goal in the tournament. None bigger than that one right there.
Here come the Golden Bears back in the attack. Their desperation has to be clear. That one's blown down on the offside.
Well, if you're looking at a game where you've had 16 shots and 45 plus minutes of play, 55 minutes plus of play.
That's what this UNB Reds
that's what
team, they've done it all tournament long.
You know, they're sitting here and they're so stifling defensively. must be so frustrating for University of Alberta to be trying to go through that and trying to make it in. But again, there you go, Bo, capitalizing on pucks being foul. You know, you saw Friedrich fall in the first goal. There you see a right winger fall. I'm not sure who it was, but same sort of thing. What does UNB? They're sitting around waiting to pounce, and they're able to do it on 2 occasions to have this 2-goal lead for them.
Volcan closed off there as he tried to enter the zone. Davidson gets caught up. Here's Corbet trying to streak towards the goal. Good play there by Plouffe. He'll knock Corbet to the ice. Here's Davidson in behind, spinning away from Wilms. Wilms in on that forecheck. He'll play it off. There's Florchuk. Florchuk to Plouffe. It's Wilms. Back up top. He'll rim it around. Picked up by Keating. Keating plays it down low. Morgan. Back to Keating, no stick there for Plouffe. In behind the play, he'll knock Keating down to the ice. Rest content, play on. Morgan to Baber. Morgan tries to center one. There's a shot from Baber. Puck in front. Puck scores! Austin Keating for the UNB Reds. Put them up by 3, and the bench goes crazy on that goal from Austin Keating.
Oh, you had a couple of rookies getting in on the first 2, Bo. Here you get the second-year forward, Austin Keating. He was a bit of a question mark as to whether he was going to be able to even play in this tournament. Here he is getting a big goal here with 4:08 to go in this period. Just stuck with it. Alberta defender couldn't get a hold, and it looked like Justin Hall in front. And as Keating came in from behind, as he was trying to corral it, got the stick on it, open cage, 3-0. Wow.
Smallwood
Minute
pushes
and
it around.
22 seconds apart, both of those goals.
Lofted through the neutral zone. Hall plays it back. McKay up over the line. He'll play it deep. Baber working on that puck.
It's a multiple point night here for Cameron Baber, a couple of assists. Multiple point night here for Cody Baber as well too. So the rookies, the kids are all right for the UNB Reds, I can tell you that.
They're up 3-0 here. So as a former goaltender, I never like to throw this stat out, but Samuel Richard looks to become the 6th goaltender in U Sport Championship final game for this David Johnson Cup to have a shutout. He'll join some impressive UNB mates in Dan Lacoste and Travis Fullerton if he can close it out here in this last 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
The elite company right there in the performance of those guys over their recent times here at UNB as well. Remember them both well.
Sproul will play it in. Dawson Davidson. A big mountain to climb here for the Golden Bears, but it's Fontaine swinging up through the neutral zone, cutting towards, and Connor Hall gets a stick on it. Sexsmith keeps it alive, played back into the neutral zone. Here's Sexsmith. Puck on his stick. He'll send it in right on the stick of Hall. He'll turn back. Off the bench, picking that one up. Plouffe gets it off to Prokop.
I love Matt Fontaine as a player, but man, that's pretty hard to take on 4 defenders, which he just tried to do there. But there you again, that swarm mentality that UNB has going right now. Tough for U of Alberta to handle.
Kruger to the bench, 6-on-5 here with 2:20 to go. Again, the mystery of Samuel Richard is what the Alberta Golden Bears are trying to solve here in this hockey game. Volcan tries to go down low to Carroll. Carroll will freeze it up along the wall. Comes around to Ross McDougall. He'll send it around the glass. Frederick will take a kick at it. It'll come out. Keating turns and sends that one down. Volcan will stop it up. He'll pick it up just below the Golden Bears bench. Volcan through the middle of the ice. Frederick tries to come ring wide to Hall. Florchuk battling forward. Will come to Justin Hall. Hall will send it off the boards. Fontaine will go in after McCormick. McCormick trying to get that puck up to Wilms. Can't do so. He's closed off there by Hall again. 6-on-5 here. Keating takes a whack at it. That one will roll down and just has enough to go for icing with 1:28 left to go in period 3.
Well, the Don Johnson Cup is looking like it is going to be painted red again this time here, Bo, as we see it coming in, the prestigious trophy that, of course, everyone wants to play for. But Ian Herbers is not ready yet to give it up. He's got about 1 minute and 28 seconds left to go in this game. And you know one thing from the competitive Herbers, he's going to see if he can design something up. But you know, you talk about the shutdown mentality. You know, Gardner always refers to Saturday as being separation Saturday. They're separating them from themselves in this third period here from the Alberta Golden Bears. And, you know, full credit to them in terms of the team commitment that they've put forth here. Only one shot in this period, out shooting U of A 32-16. But, you know, I admire Alberta's credit. I mean, they've played hard physically here in this game. They're not throwing anything in. They're going to come out with their top units: Smallwood, Pasuzo, Hall, Fontaine, Plouffe, Davidson. They're going to be throwing everything they can at Samuel Richard and company.
Face-off gummed up and skating into that one, lofting it down. Here's Keating on his horse. He's unable to beat Davidson. We'll get another face-off in the offensive zone here for the Golden Bears. They're trailing 3-0, 1 minute and 21 seconds left to go.
And one thing we've seen with both of these teams is they're content just to play, keep her clean, flop her out over the ice, high and hurt off the glass. They're quite content to just keep this in the referee's hands, make it simple, win the draws, get possession.
Hall wins that face-off. Quick shot. Save made there by Richard.
Good effort through and getting it in. Justin Hall tried to get the one-timer on it. Looked like he was kind of going to his left side a little bit and really didn't get out as much. Of course, you got to get it away quickly because you know that these guys are going to be collapsing on them too, right? But easier save there for Samuel Richard.
Hall in to take this face-off here against the UNB Reds. He'll control it again. A shot on that's ricocheted in behind the goal. McDougall picks it up. Backhands one. Carson tries to stick a fork in it. It'll come around on the horseshoe. Back to the point. Davidson plays it down low. Carroll stops it up. He'll backhand one again through the neutral zone. A rolling puck that will go down, and Plouffe will get on his horse and try and save as much time in that clock as he possibly can.
You know, there's a good 15 seconds just consumed by the Reds in terms of taking time off the clock, and that's really all they're trying to do here. Just keep it clean, keep the middle protected. Don't let any penetration inside. Win the draw. Of course, Hall will be looking to get it back to Volkin here.
A face-off redo here. The back official, the linesman, he had an exit on the Golden Bears side, so Fontaine will come in and take this face-off now against Wilms. He'll be sent out. Volcan will have to come in now. Wilms against Volcan. Controlled by Wilms, it's sent out. Davidson unable to stop that puck completely, got a piece of it. Plouffe starting it out through the neutral zone. Here's Fontaine, a burst of speed near side boards. Fontaine back, here's Prizzuzo, fires one off the body in front, and that one's sent around again by the UNB Reds.
A good exchange there. He wanted Tyler Prizzuzo coming in. He's had himself heck of a tournament here. Unfortunately, his off the leg and Noah Carroll couldn't get it through.
Davidson works it back to Plouffe. 24 seconds to go. Sproul tries to play it to Baber. Carroll step up, battling with Fontaine. He'll take it back inside his own end. 15 seconds left to go as this East Link center gets loud in Charlottetown. Sproul plays it up. Baber backhands one towards the empty net. It'll roll wide. Time ticking down for the 9th time in the school's history. The UNB Reds are men's hockey champions. They win the David Johnson University Cup here in Charlottetown as they swarm Samuel Richard on his 17-save shutout performance, defeating the Alberta Golden Bears by a score of 3-0.
Oh, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, Bo. You can see it in the UNB faithful who are out there supporting. They come over here in good numbers. Lots of heavy red scarves around in the rink tonight. Lots of support for them. And they come out and they really deserve this championship. I mean, they look at it. They had they had a strategy right from the start of this game, or start of this tournament. They were going to focus on a defensive structure that was extremely difficult for all of their opposition to penetrate. Not just the University of Alberta tonight, but of course the Concordia Stingers, and in yesterday's final against the UQTR Patriots. So, you know, clearly the plan was in place. They executed it to perfection. University of Alberta, I mean, they had a heck of a tournament here as well, too. I'm sure they're going to feel the sting of this loss. They didn't go what they wanted to come. They had the Maritimes now. That's 2 finals in a row where they've lost in consecutive appearances in the finals here. But, you know, this is a tremendously storied program. Ian Herbers has continued the tradition of excellence that is going on with this team, and they have a lot to be proud of. They have some great pieces going forward, especially in the name of Ethan Kruger, Jack and Smallwood, just to name a couple off the top of my head. And, you know, the future's bright for this team. And, you know, the Hall boys, I should mention them as well. Adam, unfortunately, unable to play in this game tonight. But the Don Johnson Cup is going to remain in Atlantic, Canada for once again as it comes back after a 1-year hiatus as it made its way up into La Belle Province. But it comes back into Freddie Beach. And they're going to be having their parade coming at some point in time down the road as Gardner McDougall celebrates his 4th U Cup in the last 7 years and makes history of himself. He ties Tom Watts tonight for the most wins for a coach in U Sport men's history. Of course, when you're having your name in with the likes of a legendary guy like Tom Watt, man, you're doing something good when you look at the program that he established with the University of Toronto back in the early 70s, and the NHL career that he went on to have as well too. Canadian Olympic program. And there you see it, the handshakes going on between these two teams. And, you know, both of them battled hard. They come out, Matty Fontaine leading the charge there for U of Alberta. You know, I love that kid as a player. Most sportsmanlike nominee here for the U Sport, the Canada West Sportsmanlike Player of the Year. You know, leading the way with class. He gets a little pat in the back from his fellow Western Leaguer, Griffin Outhouse, and Macaulay Carson leaving him hanging there for a minute. But, you know.
There's a look at the captain, Jason Wilms. We talked to him yesterday. Everything that you talk about leadership, you talk about a group. Yeah. We interviewed him. Everything he said were the true words of a leader and a member of part of a program that's going to take home this David Johnson Cup.
Well, and you saw it in the first game there last night. He got on the board early for them. Tonight, what does he do? He comes out, he makes a key block early on in the game, and that sort of turned the side. That sort of set the tone, really, Bo, in terms of how committed that team was to defense. You know, Wilms had a great year, regular season, running near a point a game. He was over a point a game in the playoffs. But that's not what it's all about. It's all about winning. It's all about team commitment and leading in the right way.
They get through the handshake lines here as there's a look at Samuel Richard, becomes the 6th goaltender in U Sports history to win a hockey game in the championship with a shutout.
I like this tradition, too, about going on and shaking the referee's hands, Bo. We saw that coming to forefront in the Canada Winter Games, and we're seeing it here again tonight. And, you know, we're going to hear from one of the players here, Cole McKay, who scored a big goal here for UNB.
Cody McKay.
How's it going?
Cole McKay, how you doing, buddy? You're down at the ice level here. You guys are able to get the job done. You score a big goal here in this hockey game to kind of will your team to victory. How sweet does it feel to be crowned U Sport champions?
It's pretty hard to put into words. We get together September 1st, and it's the first thing we talk about is winning this trophy right here. And what can I say about those guys? They made it all happen. Nursey made a great fucking play. Just put it in, and we coasted from there. But give them credit. They played a good game. We put our best game together. I think we were awesome defensively, but this is awesome. Best moment of my life for sure.
Thank you for joining us, Cole. We know you want to get back and celebrate there with your teammates, so thank you and congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Well, the celebrations are about to soon begin. They've already kicked in. You see guys like Dylan Taylor. Of course, Dylan had his time spent here at UPEI as head coach of the UPEI men's program. Since been involved on the administrative, the GM side of things here for UNB. All kinds of reasons to celebrate. Of course, another Island connection with Charlie Cameron, the assistant coach. Of course, with the head coach, Gardner McDougall, being from Quebec PEI. So
there's a great look as the boys embrace in arms in the blue line here. We see a New Brunswick flag wrapped around Noah Carroll there. Some of the staff out enjoying this victory. The Nike Player of the Games are going to be awarded here. And, of course, the MVP of the tournament, a lot of guys deserving of that trophy. It'll be interesting to see who gets the nod.
Well, you know, the All-Star teams are, you know, will be announced here shortly, but you know, who do you put in that consideration? I know there's a lot of guys that I would have considered on the University of Alberta for their performance in the tournament here. We're going to see the tournament All-Star team. Of course, Matt Fontaine had an excellent tournament here for Alberta. We talked about the leadership of a guy like Jason Wilbs, Michael Patizzi, and he's just been a spitfire for the UNB team the whole time. Ross McDougall, well, you could say 3-assist performance last night in the yesterday afternoon, the semifinal game. Several block shots here tonight for the Reds. Justin Bergeron, tremendous offensive season, was at lights out here on the offensive side, scored his first goal of the year, an important one for the UQTR Patriot, and of course Samuel Richard, you know, going in. Could you have given that the nod to Ethan Kruger? Oh yeah, very much so in terms of his performance as well too. But like we said, tremendous goaltending here in this tournament. Tremendous example of high quality hockey play. And there's Cody Morgan, who got the party started here for the UNB Reds. Goal and assist here tonight. The rookie, he come in, making it happen. Maple, Ontario native, former Windsor Spitfire, Flint, and London in the OHL as well too.
We're going to honor the All-Star team here at center ice. And then we'll find out the MVP, and it'll be the presentation of the hardware from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island here at this Cavendish Farms University Cup. There's a look at the guy that pitched the goose egg here for the UNB Reds. He's the Claire Drake Trophy Award winner. He was the top rookie in U Sports, and he gets another honor added to his mantle here as an all-star here at this tournament.
Well, following in the tradition of great goalies at UNB, you talked about LaCosta, Travers Fullerton earlier on, throwing a guy like Samuel Harvey who came in and did the job here for UNB too. But look at the transfer of a guy like, you know, I get a guy like Ross McDougall come in from Acadia and do what he did in this tournament. Unbelievable performance here by the New Brunswick native, and great tournament.
There's the captain of the Golden Bears, Matt Fontaine. He had himself a whale of a week here in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, honored with a all-star.
I love how he plays. Great player, great character, great leader. It's fun to watch the whole tournament. There you go. We talked about the leadership of Wilms too, right?
So I think we're going to be joined here by the man that pitched the shutout for the UNB Reds, Samuel Richard.
Au niveau de la patinoire, je suis présentement en compagnie de Samuel Richard. Samuel, premièrement, félicitations. Parlons de ton équipe pour débuter. La troisième période de ce match semblait être une période complètement parfaite de la part des Reds. Parle-moi du jeu de ton équipe que tu as vu devant toi.
Oui, bien, premièrement, merci pour le français. Ça fait longtemps d'entrevues en français. Je pense les Reds, la force de notre équipe, c'est notre troisième période. Je pense toute l'année en troisième période, quand on avait le lead, on a shut down. C'est ce qu'on a fait, puis je ne peux pas être plus fier de ce groupe de joueurs-là.
Maintenant, Samuel, parlons un peu de ton jeu à toi. Tu as été nommé sur l'équipe étoile du tournoi. Également, tu as été nommé sur l'équipe de recrues U-Sport. Et on vient de perdre Samuel, qui vient tout juste de se faire nommer comme le joueur le plus utile du tournoi.
Cut off an interview in a hurry. Samuel Richard throws the headset down to go accept his MVP trophy. He was talking about the key being the shutdown of the team on defense. That made it easy for him to come in, and that's the reason for this team.
Back-to-back goaltenders to win the MVP. Last year was Alexei Gravel from the Patriot.
Might see if we can get that interview finished off here at some time, but well deserved. I mean, you talk about goaltending and being a critical part of it here. You give a collective MVP to the team defense of the UNB Reds. I can tell you that, Bo. The performance they put in on here in the course of this tournament, pretty impressive. We always talk about defense winning championships. We're going to get another opportunity to finish this opportunity as Pierre Duguay will get the opportunity to finish off what he started.
Et nous voilà de retour avec Samuel Richard. Samuel, j'étais en train d'énumérer tes accomplissements et en voilà un autre qui s'ajoute à la liste. Parle-moi un peu en tant que recrue. Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire pour toi d'arriver à ta première année et de déjà pouvoir contribuer comme tu l'as fait à un championnat national?
Je pense que ça fait juste prouver que j'ai ma place dans cette ligue-là. Puis je peux pas prendre tous les remerciements, tous les trophées sans dire merci à mon équipe. Les gars sont incroyables. C'est de la famille pour la vie en ce moment.
Et parle-moi un peu de tout le travail qui a mené à ce moment ici au courant de l'année, non seulement pour toi, mais par rapport au reste de l'équipe aussi. C'est une équipe qui a perdu en première ronde l'an dernier. Ça ressemblait à quoi le travail et le message au sein de l'équipe pour vous amener jusqu'à ce moment ici?
C'est sûr qu'on avait des vétérans qui étaient là l'année passée. Je pense que ça leur a fait beaucoup mal. Ils l'avaient sur le cœur encore. Je pense, on le dit à chaque pratique, on le dit à chaque game. Les Reds, il n'y a personne dans le country qui travaille comme nous autres. À chaque pratique, on travaille fort, on met les efforts, puis ça porte fruit.
Et Samuel, on voit que ton équipe est sur le point de recevoir la médaille d'or. Je te laisse filer. Merci beaucoup pour ton temps. Merci de discuter en français avec nous, bien évidemment, et félicitations.
Merci beaucoup.
Samuel was saying there is going on with the interview that he said this is one of the best moments of his life, an unbelievable time. You know, to do this in your rookie season and to get the win, what a great start to his career. And he talked about the loss of last year being a bit of a motivator with the veteran group coming back. You know, guys like Noah Carroll and them who would have been part of that loss last year. The stinging loss, of course, the stinging loss here for U of A. They were unable to exact their ounce of redemption, but the UNB Reds were able to overcome, come back here with a vengeance, come back here with a game plan. Were able to execute it to perfection, made it difficult for all the opponents. And here they are, winners of the Don Johnson Trophy, emblematic of supremacy in youth sport men's hockey. To the victors go the spoils.
Now we'll get the gold medal presentations to the UNB Reds as they engage in all kinds of hugs on the blue line. I'm sure this is going to be a night of celebration here in Charlottetown before they head back to Fredericton. And, you know, you can't forget student athletes. All these guys got to return back to their studies here, Norton.
Well, they are students first. The athletic part is the second part, and they manage, a lot of these guys manage to do it extremely well. You know, you look at a guy like got under Chris McQuaid on this team. You know, carries a 4.2 average in the program. You remember a guy like Rylan Parenteau last year who was not only a tremendous goalie, but tremendous student athlete. You know, go back to a guy like Alex Wall, who played at UPI and played over at UNB as well. Tremendous, you know, student athlete, high academic achiever. Cole McKay, he's another high-performing student, right? Gets the big goal tonight, gets it done on the ice and in the classroom as well. So, you know, it's a strong program in a lot of regards, and these guys are being exemplary role models, and big win here for the Reds, able to pull it off and celebrate once again.
We finish off these medal presentations here. The Reds smiling, going back and taking some looks at what they get to take back. We see that New Brunswick flag there wrapped around Noah Carroll.
Proudly so. Of course, they are the the darlings of Freddie Beach are looking out. They're well-loved, well supported, you know. Very decorative medals, too. I mean, they're nice medals, a gold look on them. And, you know, it's one of those things that's hard for University of Alberta to look on and recognize that you didn't get what you want. But UNB is going to have the opportunity to celebrate. And here's Gardner once again. He's going to get his 4th title in the last 7 years and expand on the legacy that he has created as the maestro of the success here for the UNB Reds over the past number of years.
Mark Cormier will come over from Cavendish Farms to give the presentation of the David Johnson coach.
See the excitement building as the players know that the trophy's close. Jason Wilms going to be hosting it here before long as
he skates over.
University of Alberta makes their way over because the coronation is going to begin here shortly. The celebrations are going to begin. It will be going on ice wide. Look at the boys all getting ready to go there. They can't wait to share. Jason Wilms going to join them in a second.
For the 9th time, the UNB Reds are David Johnson Cavendish Farms University Cup champions as they hoist the trophy at center ice here in Charlottetown, swarming around their captain as he'll head for a skate. There it is, folks. Jason Wilms gives the salute to the UNB faithful here at center ice as he hoists the David Johnson Cup for the 9th time for the UNB Reds.
Well, you know, Bo, with the delays in COVID, with the 2 years where there was no championship made, also going through with the coming back, having the defeat of last year, this is extra sweet as you're probably going to see the UNB Reds, the veteran guys, the Noah Carrolls, the Connor Halls, they're going to be taking it first. They're going to get the opportunity to skate around, and they're going to pass it on to the rest of their teammates. Seniority counts at times like this.
Happy to be joined here by head coach of the UNB Reds, Gardner McDougall. Gardner, it's been one heck of a year for you here. Of course, you get the Memorial Cup, and now you're going to finish it off here with the David Johnson University Cup, the 9th time for this program. Tell me what it means for you and for the program.
Yeah, it's never gets old, that's for sure. It's just, it's hard to describe. And it's so special with the group we had this year. It's the youngest group we've ever had at UNB, and how they bought in, and you know, terrific. Our coaching staff did such a great job as well, but full credit to the players, and so special to be in a hotbed of you know, hockey here in PEI, to have something special at the University Cup tournament here.
Now, as an Islander, Gardner, you mentioned the hotbed of hockey here in Prince Edward Island. What does it mean for you? I know last year it probably left a sour taste in not only your mouth, the players, but the program. To win it here on home soil for you, what does that mean?
You know, it's all about the team. But I know Charlie Cameron and I and Chris McQuaid and Dylan Taylor really, really excited to, as I said, here in Charlottetown. I was born in Charlottetown. I was raised in Bedeck, and it's just so special. And just, you know, to see the crowd here today, you know, the Panthers had an unbelievable big win on Friday, and that's what U Sport's all about. You know, a big win there and a big game today in the bronze medal game. But just to do this here, it's terrific. I'm going to go to a team picture if that's okay.
Yes, Gardner, thanks for joining us.
Excellent.
Go get your picture taken and enjoy.
Oh, there's what they like to do. That's the crowning moment. And I think if you ask any player, what does it mean most? What's the greatest moment that you're going to have about winning a championship? It's usually the team group when they get together. The banner's in place. They're all hugging one another. You get the unity. You catch the elation of the moment.
A photo that will hang in many basements for a very long time, and more importantly on the walls inside the Aiken Center in Fredericton.
And I think it might appear on a few screensavers on some people's phones over the coming next little while as well too. And there you see the biggest cheerleader right in the front, Connor Hall, kind of leading the charge once again. And he's you know, you take a look at the energy about all these guys doing it. So there you go.
Well, it's been quite a week here in Charlottetown with this men's hockey Cavendish Farms U Sport Cup. The UNB Reds come out on top here in this hockey game, but we were treated to some amazing hockey.
Well, a big honor for you and me too, Bo, to be able to do this. You know, you talk about Gardner winning it on home soil. It's a big thrill for us, as you know, we're both hockey fans of U Sport hockey. We're pretty passionate about what we do. And it's a great chance for us. So thanks for you. Thanks for the crew at Universe. And it's been a big thrill for us. And it's been a big pleasure has been ours.
From Charlottetown, we have the 2023 Cavendish Farms David Johnson University Cup champion. The UNB Reds defeat the Alberta Golden Bears here in Charlottetown.
Sports on CBC, les championnats U-Sport, brought to you in part by, vous êtes présenté par, Nike Team, Just Do It, faites-le, Barron, exclusive supplier of U-Sports championship rings, le fournisseur exclusif des bagues de championnat U-Sport, Fox 40 celebrating a decade of the Fox 40 U-Sports Coach of the Year program. Fier partenaire des prix de l'entraîneur de l'année U-Sport depuis 10 ans. By Veriburn, proud medical supplier to university sports since 1979. Fier partenaire du sport universitaire depuis 1979. The Government of Canada, le gouvernement du Canada. And by Cavendish Farms. Enjoy the game day taste at home with Cavendish Farms. Profitez des saveurs du jour de match chez vous avec les frites, les fermes Cavendish.